Okay. Please, if at any point you can't hear me, please let me know. Can everyone hear me clearly now?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Come in, please. So if you look at your screen, look at all these men. What do you think they all have in common? Please look at them. Take a while to look at them and check what you think they have in common. Okay, answers. Somebody should give me an answer. I think you've looked long enough. Answers.
Okay, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay, good morning.
Yeah, they are all, I think they write copies, copywriters. They sell.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Who else wants to try?
Hello everyone. I think they all look like motivational speakers.
Okay, thank you. Who else?
Um, I guess all of them have written books about copyright.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. That's okay. Prince Chinechere, go ahead.
Okay, good morning, sir. They are all direct response copywriters and marketers.
Okay, thank you very much. Who said they are all men? Obviously, they are all men. They are all men now, obviously. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you all for your answers. So, majority of you were right. Yes, they are all men. You are correct. But that's not why we're here. They are all, they look like motivational speakers, yes. And they are all direct response copywriters. They are all internet marketers, and they all build their wealth online. They all build their wealth online by being involved in internet marketing, and they all do some form of copywriting. They also build their wealth through the internet marketing space. So that's what they all have in common. Sorry, excuse me. So all these men, they build their wealth to copywriting.
Directly payment is perhaps for accountability purpose.
Please mute your mic. Who is speaking? James Chukura. Mute your mic. Okay, so if all these men can all amass their wealth through copywriting, it shows that copywriting is zero. In fact, I think majority of them even came from zero. Nobody here came from a wealthy background. They all came from zero. It shows that if they can build their wealth with their copywriting skills, you can also make a lot of money with your copywriting skills. Do you understand? I want to show you something quickly. The results that I've been able to get by practicing my copywriting skills with, please excuse me. Okay. The results that I've been able to get by also practicing my copywriting skill with Janis marketing. If you see Janis, if maybe sometimes, you say, Janis, instead of Janis marketing, don't be bothered. Janis is like the parent company. Janis marketing is the marketing department of Janis generally. So I might use Janis sometimes, I might use Janis. So it's still the same thing I'm referring to. So let me log in my account so you can see what I've been able to generate with my copywriting skill working with Janis marketing. The reason why I want to show you this is so that you see that it's not just people like this men that can make a lot of money with their copywriting skills. No, even you yourself, you can make a lot of money with your copywriting skills. Do you understand? Make a lot of money for the company, at the same time make a lot of money for yourself with your copywriting skills. Please, if you are not being spoken to, please don't unmute yourself and start speaking. Innocent, okay, Chuku, it's obvious some of you are not paying attention because you suddenly will just unmute your mic and start speaking. Please pay attention. This is very important. Yes, so back to what I was saying. The good thing about copywriting again is that unlike other skills, you don't need to be the best in the world. You don't need to be a massive expert for you to start making money with your copywriting skills. Even before I started working with Janis, I was already making money with my copywriting skills here and there. Do you understand? Although Janis gave me the platform to express myself a lot more. Now, if you look at this, you see this is a total of over 1,500 orders, and you see just 25% of those orders were closed. As you can see here, and even with just 25% of them being closed, this is over 30 million generated for the company. That's for Janis. Now, there are even guys in the company that are doing a whole lot more numbers, because me, I've not been into copywriting media buying for a while now. There are guys doing a whole lot more numbers. Do you understand? And the good thing is that some of them are not even the best copywriters. They just have a little knowledge of it, but they're able to put out things, and at the end of the day, they still make a whole lot of money. So let's proceed. That's just by the way. So let's proceed. Coming. Something else you should notice this Phil Dusenberry. This quote from Phil Dusenberry is one of the old salesmen. I'll call him that, salesman. That time they didn't really call them copywriters. They used to call them admin, salesmen in the 60s and 80s. So this was a quote from him. He said, "I've always believed that writing advertisements is the second most profitable form of writing. The first, of course, is ransom notes. And for somebody to compare copywriting being second in profit to ransom notes like kidnapper will send you, somebody that was an expert, it shows how powerful it is. Copywriting is so powerful that, see, you can, is at some point, if you don't have integrity, you can almost compel people that are entering into your sales funnel, or let me say people that are coming into your landing pages to read your sales copy. You can almost hypnotize them like a puppet master. You can almost control them like a puppet master and get them to do whatever it is you want them to do. That is why it is important that your product, your service, whatever it is you're writing about works. Because at the end of the day, you would end up compelling people, almost hypnotizing them to buy what it is you want them to buy from you, and then it won't now work. I don't know if some of you have bought courses in the past that you saw, maybe you attended a webinar or you saw a video. If you have, just raise your hand. You saw a webinar online, you attended a video conference, maybe a physical seminar self or anything, or you saw a message online, you got to a landing page, you read a short form content, a long form content, anything, and then you bought that product, and at the end of the day, the product didn't live up to the hype. Thank you. James Kuchukura, what was it you bought? If it's more than one, you can list them. It might be a course. What was it?
I bought a digital course.
You bought a digital course. Good. Thank you very much for that. Who else is raising hand? Coming. Please, you have to use raise hand icon. If you use reaction, I will not see it on my screen. Some of you are using reaction, but I cannot see on him. Click, if you want to raise your hand, click on, where is it again? Click on reactions. When you get to reaction, the first option there is raise hand. Just click on it. Okay, so who else falls into that category? Prosperity, what was it you bought?
I bought one herbal drugs like that, so that didn't work.
But what was the
Yes.
common thing? James Chukura and Prosperity. I'm asking you to now. What made you buy that product? Prosperity, what made you buy that product?
When I went to the landing page, everything that they
Yes.
promised that the product is going to do, the way they wrote the copy, it was as if they were speaking to my problem. So I just felt like, okay, let me just buy it, since it's like these people understand what I'm going through. And the thing did not work.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. James Chukura, what about you?
It was the landing page that compelled. because that
Okay.
was what I was looking for at that time. Of
Mm,
course,
thank you very much.
what they promised, they delivered.
No problem if you forgot it, no problem. So guys, if you take note of what Prosperity and James Chukura said, they said it was like they were speaking to the problem I had at that time. And that is what copywriting is about. Do you understand? Understanding your audience's pain. Some of you might have heard about knowing your target audience. Some of you might not have heard. Don't worry, I will treat all those in today's class. Some of you might have heard about building your customer avatar. Some of you might have heard about knowing your buyer's persona. Now, what does that like? That is the core part of copywriting. Do you understand? Knowing your potential buyer, knowing the pain they are going through, knowing what a day in their life is like, knowing almost the route they take to work. It's like you are basically spying on them. Why is this very important in copywriting? It is important because if you know your audience, you'll be able to connect to them. As Prosperity said, she said it was like they were speaking to my pain at that point in time. Do you understand? That is what happens. And if somebody speaks to your pain at that point in time, easily you'll be compelled by that person to take action. A lot of influential men in the world that have lived over the years, whether in the negative way or in the positive way, the reason why they were able to amass a lot of followers was because they were able to get their followers to connect to them. So whether Jesus Christ, he was able to get his disciples to connect with him. He was able to get those that are even following him now. They are, okay, this problem you are facing, I am the solution to this problem. Do you understand? That is why followers of Jesus Christ, Christians, are following him now. Do you understand? If we take someone like Hitler, for example, too, why was he able to get a lot of people to follow his cause, even though what he wanted to do was basically genocide, clean almost all the entire Jews? Why? He was able to also connect with the challenge that was already going on in the country, in his country then, Germany at that point in time. What did he do? They were just coming from the First World War, and after the First World War, their economy had almost run down. He took over government. Their economy got better. Number one, winning over the people. That way, he already connected with them, helped them solve their problem. Do you understand? Number two, he said, we are the superior race. These Jews in our country, they are one of the reasons why some of you that are not getting jobs. You are not getting jobs. They are one of the reasons why some of you want to go to schools. You can't go to school because they are taking up the precious spaces you should take. So what happened? People connected to him. He said, let's start killing them. A lot of them started killing them. So that is how powerful being able to influence people's decision is. Do you understand? That is what copywriting does. Now, today, I'm not going to teach you how to influence people's decision, and then at the end of the day, not meet up to the hype, nor fulfill your promises to them. No, that's not what we are doing here. Why? Because the product you are selling works 100%. If it doesn't work, for example, our products are lifestyle products. So you might see a situation of people that will say it didn't work, but at the end of the day, they are lifestyle products. So their diabetes supplements, for example, if somebody is taking it and it doesn't work for them, it means the person has not given up on the lifestyle that is causing the diabetes. Do you understand me? It's like you are treating malaria, and while you are treating malaria, at the same time, you are exposing yourself to mosquito bites. So that is counterintuitive. That won't make the medicine work. So in situations like that, where this thing doesn't work, most times it is because of the lifestyle people are still living. Yeah, so that is that. I just wanted to show you how powerful copywriting is. So let's proceed. So the first thing we'll be doing today is, I just want to run you through something quickly. I mentioned something about, can everyone still see my screen, please?
Yes.
Or should I put it on free?
Yes, I can see it.
No, it's okay.
Okay,
It's fine.
it's okay. All right. So the first thing the first thing I'll be teaching you guys today is how to identify your customer avatar, buyer's persona, or the person in your target audience. Do you understand? Like I mentioned initially. But before I treat how to identify Janis' customer avatar, first of all, I want to use common things to us. Do you understand? There are some things that are common to almost everyone here. That is why I want to use that. Then afterwards, you can now go to a Janis customer avatar and you'll be able to understand better. So the first example I have here is a football fan. So imagine you are selling a product that will relate to a football fan. How would you identify your customer avatar who is a football fan? By answering these questions on the screen, these 5 questions. Number 2 is somebody that, because now we have ladies here and some of them don't watch football. So another thing that a lot of Nigerians go into is Big Brother Naija. A Big Brother Naija fan, if you were to sell them something, how would you answer this question? How would you identify them as your customer avatar? Then I have 2 more here, Z World or K-dramas. K-dramas, that's Korean movies. So what we'll do is we'll do the football fan, then we'll either pick Big Brother Naija, the Korean movie fan, the K-drama fan, then or Z World fan. So either of those 3. So first of all, who wants to try for the football fan by answering these questions? So we'll take 1 person because of time. Because of time, we'll take 1 person. Normally, I always take like 3, but because of time, no, my classes are always 2 days because it's a lot bulky. But because of time, I'll just compress everything for us today into 1 day. So who wants to try for the football fan? Raise your hand, or you can just go ahead and open your mic and start talking. No one wants to try. Should I call names?
But please just recall the question, please. I didn't get it.
The questions are on your screen. They're on your screen. What I'm saying is, if you have a product, for example, right? Let's say you've sold jersey, or you sell jerseys, right? And you already know that your target audience is a football fan. Okay, maybe people that are not football fans too might buy jerseys, but they won't buy as consistent as someone that is a football fan. Do you understand? So let's say, for example, you sell football jerseys or anything, or maybe you own a sports betting company. That's another good one. Let's use sports betting company. And you want to identify your customer avatar who is a football fan, because you can't just say, oh, I identify my customer avatar. This is him. This is the person. You have to answer some of these questions. How would you now go ahead and answer these questions? Do you understand me?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right. So if you do, go ahead, or if you...
Okay, so for the avatar's age, based on a sports betting company, right?
No. Don't think too much about your company this time around. Do you get? I was just using examples of something that a football fan would patronize. Just focus on the football fan alone now. Do you understand me?
Okay, I get that. The avatar age, people start watching football from age 17, age 18, up to 60, if I'm not mistaken, 65 or 70. That's the supposed avatar age. Okay. Their dreams or desire is to be able to get a jersey, to be able to connect with their dreams.
You are thinking so far. Your dreams and desire are in relation to them supporting their club. Do you understand?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Supporting their club whenever
Oh,
they
you know what?
try.
I think I should make it a bit more specific for you, so you understand. What club do you watch football?
Yes, I do.
What club do you support?
Manchester United.
Good. Now let's not think too far. As a Man United fan, answer these questions. Identify your customer avatar who is a Man United fan. So the way you answer the question is, what is his age or her age? What is the dream and desire of an average Man United fan? What does a day in the life of a Man United fan look like at this period that the season that we are out of season, right? What is his preferred form of communication? Where does he congregate? Like, where can you find him? I think that's a bit more specific. You should be able to answer easier that way. Or that's better, right?
Yes, it is. It is. So
okay, all right. Now go ahead.
Okay. Avatar age 25. Dreams
No,
or
you
desire.
don't have to stay for yourself. Just think of the average United fans. Do you understand?
Yes. Okay. The average United fan, let's say age 20. Okay, then
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
their dreams and desires is most likely to be able to put on their club jersey whenever their team has a match, a football match, and be able to,
Okay.
Okay, then what does a day in his or her life look like? A day in the life of a Manchester United fan for currently is not so interesting. Okay, because they always, during football matches, there is always this desire for their team to win. So most times when their teams don't win, they have this there's this lack of joy or happiness on their end. Okay, then their preferred form of communication, where they normally gather to an average Manchester United fan, it could be platforms like Twitter, Facebook, football groups, and Twitter as well, and Instagram, and some football blogs. Okay, then where do they congregate? Like, is it physically or both online and
Online and physically?
Okay, most times you can see them in viewing centers. Okay, then
Okay.
online you can have them in forum and all this engagement like threads and discussion groups online.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Prince Chinecherim. Okay, so I just want to improve on what Prince Chinecherim said. So for an average Man United fan, what is his age? Now there is range. Do you understand? One thing you should have in mind when building your customer avatar is that at the end of the day, you are trying to identify one person, but you must still have in mind that there are several people like this one person. Do you understand? Because you are not selling to one person when you want to sell, but you are not selling to one person when you want to sell, right? You are selling to a lot of people. Do you understand? But then you have to identify just one person so that selling will be easier. Okay, so let's continue. What is his age? The age of an average Man United fan. From as young as possible to as old as possible. Personally, I started watching football from like 87, and I'm still watching till now. And I'll most likely still continue watching till I leave this earth. So the age can be from as young as possible to as old as possible. But then, if you are a company and you want to sell to this market, you have to have it in mind that, okay, a 7 years old can buy my product. For more age can buy my product. Now, if you go back to the betting company, for example, it has to be from 18 and above. So that's for that. Then what is the dream and desire of an average Man United fan? The dream and desire of an average Man United fan is to see his club do well. Do you understand? Even aside wearing the jersey is not really a big dream. Do you understand? The dream and desire is to see the club do well. Number one, the club do perform better than rival team. Number two. Number three, the dream and desire for this season is to qualify for Champions League. That's number four. Prince Chinecherem, this is why I was saying you should be as specific as possible. Do you understand? So there are several other ones like that. Now, what does a day in his or her life look like? A day in his or her life, especially this period in time, is the person is constantly checking pages of somebody like Fabrizio Romano. You guys know Fabrizio Romano, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it's constantly checking pages of people like that, checking pages of a lot of sport journalists that reports on signings, watching a lot of content relating to Man United, watching Man United's friendly matches. So that's what a day in the life of an average Man United fan would look like at this point in time. What is his preferred form of communication? Now, this depends on the kind of fan it is. But let's say we pick out one avatar, it's one form of communication. Let's say majority of them will be Twitter. So let's say Twitter. Another one, maybe Instagram, Facebook. This one can be this one, everybody uses almost the same form of communication at this point in time. Where do they congregate? Again, comment section of people like Fabrizio Romano, accounts of people like Fabrizio Romano and other sport journalists. They have WhatsApp groups, Facebook forums for Man United fans where they can discuss about Man, what's going on and the likes. So that's basically it. Do you understand? So that's how simple identifying your customer avatar can be. So now let's go to the second example that I said I have here. The second example that I said we are going to use. So I said either we do K-drama, Z-World fan, or Big Brother Niger fan. So I want a female this time around. I don't want a male. So one should try. How many females do we have here? A female should try, so I won't call names. Please say F Young. Or does someone else want to try already? Prosperity.
Good morning.
Sir.
Sir.
Let Prosperity
The
go ahead.
options you brought up, I'm a female, but I don't watch Big Brother. I don't watch Z-World, and I'm not a fan of K-drama. Like, if you're talking something
Okay,
maybe
let
about
someone else try then. You still
okay,
understand.
thank
The
you.
major thing is that you understand. It doesn't matter whether you watch them or not. The major thing is that you understand. Please, F Young, please go ahead. Do you watch any of the three?
No, but maybe we'll talk about maybe fashion brand or maybe music or something like that.
I want something a lot more people can relate to. Antonia.
I don't watch Big Brother. I cannot relate to Big Brother.
Yeah,
Z-World
it's fine. It's fine. You can mute your mic.
Thank you.
Antonia.
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you watch K-drama, Z-World, or Big Brother?
I watch K-dramas once in a while. I don't watch Big Brother.
Okay, I want somebody that is a fan of any of the three. That is an actual fan.
I'm here. I watch K-drama every day.
Okay, all right. Who is that, please?
Okay. What is your avatar age? Okay. We have a series going on now, that is titled Head Over Heels. So for the avatar age should be around 18 to 35 or 40.
Okay.
Depending, 18 to 35 or 40. So what is their dreams and desire? As it is now, episode 11 is dropping today. And everywhere on Facebook now is on fire. Everybody is just comment sections. Everybody just talking how the series is going to unfold. And then there are reels from I think they say previews of the episode 11 that is about to drop. So I think that is their desire to see the episode drop. We want to know what will happen next because the suspense is too much. So what does a day in a life? Okay, this morning immediately I woke up and said my prayers. I went to Facebook to go and see the preview of episode 11 first, so that I will know what I'm expecting this night. If I will cry, if there is any spoiler alert, so I will know. So I think that is how a day in the life of a K-drama fan is. And what is their preferred forms of communication? We have comment sections, reels, and Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Yes, that's the best platform, TikTok. Okay, where do we gather? We gather in the comment section, and we follow the actor or the actress, the lead actor or the actress of any drama we are watching at the time. Like this particular drama now, I've just seen one of the guys for the very first time, and I've already followed him on Instagram.
Okay.
I've got to follow him on Instagram because I want to be updated in what is happening. So I think that is that.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So this is basically how it is. Do you understand? It is as simple as this. The reason why it is important to do this is because now, why do you want to know where they congregate? So you can put up your product or your offer or whatever it is you want to sell to them where they can see it. That's number one. Preferred form of communication, so you can know where to reach them to. What does a day in their life look like? So you know, oh, this is how their schedule is. This is the point in time they are active. This is the point in time they are not active. Do you understand? The reason why all these are important is just so that you can market, you can be more efficient when marketing your product or putting your product in front of your customer avatars' faces. Now, what is his dream or desires? The reason why this is important is so that, excuse me, when you are putting out your product, it can also appeal to this dream and desire. And why is the age also important? So that when you are doing your audience targeting, you can also pick the right age. So this is how simple it is. Do you understand? So I use these two examples so you can get how identifying your customer avatar is in a relatable way. Then afterwards, you can then go to identifying a Janis customer avatar. So these are the questions you should ask when you want to identify a Janis customer avatar. Now we have 3 major products. We have a lot more than 3, but we have 3 major products. A product that helps to reverse high blood pressure. Another one that helps to normalize blood sugar level. That's for diabetes. Then we have another one for arthritis. If you don't know what arthritis is, that's mostly this condition where elderly people have a lot of joint pain. So these are the 3 products we have. So I'm going to pick one person that will do for, what's it called? Somebody that will do for high blood pressure, somebody that will do for diabetes, and somebody that will do for arthritis. So raise your hand if you like to do. If you like to do for high blood pressure, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Can everyone hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
Everyone? Okay, good. Now raise your hand if you would like to do for, okay, Oluwadamilola Williams, please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. I would like to do for arthritis.
For arthritis, okay, all right. Who wants to do for high blood pressure? Who wants to do for high blood pressure? Raise your hand. Is anyone not familiar with high blood pressure? Okay, prosperity. Who else? Who wants to do for diabetes? So we'll make it 3. Okay, so third arbitrage we do for diabetes. Okay, so let's start with high blood pressure. Prosperity, go ahead.
Okay, for high blood pressure, I think they have shortness of breath. That is one of the problem.
Okay.
But I don't know, can I narrow it down?
Yes, you can.
To the one I've witnessed.
That's possible.
Okay. My aunt gave birth and she had high blood pressure through that pregnancy. So she's suffering from shortness of breath after giving birth.
Okay.
The blood pressure remained after she gave birth. So she has been battling with it ever since. So
okay.
I think she has shortness of breath. Second, there are things she doesn't eat. They say she should not eat more of salt. I think that's part of it. That's one of the pain she's going through physically. And then I think she always get panic attack.
Okay. That's another good one.
She always get panic attack. And okay, the next question is, what has the pain caused them psychologically? Okay, psychologically, you cannot shout in the house. She will just freeze. And then there are things she cannot eat. And then the shortness of fry anything inside the house. She cannot take any smoke like that. That you cannot fry anything inside the house because it will affect her breath. So automatically in the house, we don't fry anything. So what have they used trying to get rid of the pain?
That's it. That's
okay, she has used over the
one. Please go ahead.
Sir?
I said that's another
I
good
cannot
one.
hear you.
Go ahead. Can everyone hear me clearly?
Your voice is pain.
But I can hear you clearly, Sha. I don't know, maybe it's from my end, but I can hear you clearly.
Okay, just go ahead. Can you hear her clearly? That's the major thing.
Yeah, I can hear her very.
Okay, just continue, Prosperity.
Okay, what have they used? After she gave birth, they gave her some drugs that wasn't working. She has tried herbs, it's not working. So right now she's just taking anything, any drug she sees that they just say this thing works for blood pressure. She wants to try it as it stands now because she has tried other drugs in the past. So she's just holding on to miracle and then word of mouth that people say is working. Okay. What have they let go of trying to get rid of the pain? Okay. I would say that it has inconvenienced her lifestyle. Yes, it has inconvenienced her lifestyle and even inconvenienced everybody around her. Because there are some things that you want to do, but because she is sick, we cannot do it. So we just let it slide. How has the pain
Okay,
affected
can you be
her
more
life?
specific with those things? Can you be more specific with those things? Things like, okay,
Like
there's an
we don't try
example.
things in
You
the
can't
house.
eat,
So
you
if
can't eat
you want
spicy
to
food.
buy,
Okay,
yes,
yes.
we don't eat spicy food. We don't fry. If you desire it, you have to go outside and go and get it. You cannot get it
Yeah,
in the
that's
house, and you cannot shout. No matter the joy, you have to contain it inside. You cannot shout. So I think it has inconvenienced her and even inconvenienced us that we are together. And then what is their desire? What do they wish? Okay, her wish is for her to just wake up one day, whether by drugs, by miracle, by anything, and then everything is now in the past. Everything is now story. Where do they congregate? For my auntie, I think she always go to Instagram, Facebook Reels, and TikTok Reels to go and look for all these videos. Sometimes ads, sometimes just home remedies that people just put out there for BP, and then she wants to replicate it. I think that's where comment section. She follows all these agbo, all these herbal drug people on Facebook. She go to their comment section to read what is their age. She's 42. She's 42.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. One of the easiest ways to carry out research on customer avatar is if you yourself are in the market, or if you know someone else that is in that market, it makes it a lot more easier. That's one of the best ways. So honestly, all your answers are perfect. I can't even add anything. I can add things, but because of time, your answers are perfect. Well done. I would just want us to move on. So next person, Todo, you said you do for diabetes. Right.
Yeah, I wanted to do for.
There's this noise from your end. I don't know what that is.
Can you still hear the noise, sir?
Are you using earpiece?
Yes, sir, I'm using it.
Try disconnecting it. Let's see if that would remove the noise.
I've disconnected it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, this is better. Go on.
Okay, I wanted to talk about this high blood pressure, but no problem. Let me still speak on this diabetes. Okay. They said, what pain are they going through physically? One of the pain they are going through physically is if they have any cut or wound on their skin, it will take a very long time to heal because of lack of insulin, which is that normal. Even you are like just normal small scratch that is just normal, but to them it's not normal. It will take them a very long time and it is very, very painful. So this is one of the physical things they are going through. And what are the pain caused psychologically? Psychological pain caused for them is one is they can't eat what they want to eat, even if they are craving anything because of the diabetes. They can't eat all this starchy food, and you can crave something, but you know that okay, if I eat that thing is a problem. So psychologically, they are just caged. They're just caged in a specific place because of the food and what they will do, what they will drink, what they want to test. Their lifestyle is just controlled by the scenario of the diabetes. Then what have they used trying to get rid of the pain? Most of the I have an uncle who is diabetic, so I think they can anything you see him today chewing this tree, they are going to bitter leaf, all this. That's their lifestyle. That's their lifestyle. They are just anything that they can lay their hands. If they hear any small somebody said, I use this leaf, or you see them going to the bush because they just want to get this thing off their chest. And again, some of them, financial aspect is part of it, because now to get an insulin injection is not an easy task. Some of them in a week, depending on how the level of the diabetic, some of them 3 times, 4 times. So, and if you check finances, it is draining them too. So they just want a lifestyle that they can, all the money they are working for is just for them to get an insulin injection and to just get this thing for their life. So even this, their sweetener, this sugar they use is very expensive. But if they want to drink anything, they have to use
that brown
So
sugar. That brown sugar.
Yes, that brown sugar.
Okay.
Even their food, if they want to, even normal food, their wheat, anything that is their own is very expensive. Even normal bread, if you buy bread 2,000, if it's their own, it's about 3,000, 4,000, because they just want to eat bread. And you see how the finances come in. So that's why most of them that are not doing well financially, they don't usually stay longer. I'm sorry to say this, because the thing is too much. And then
Okay.
how has the pen affected their lifestyle? It has affected their lifestyle. Sometimes if they want to do something like extracurricular activities that they want to spend money, before they do that, they will start thinking, no, if I spend this money now, I'm going to take my next dose of injection 3 days ago. If I spend this year, I will not be able to do it. You guys should just go. I'll just be at home. Let me just be at myself, and I have my life with this diabetes that is disturbing me. So their lifestyle is changed. They don't live like the normal people, because everything they do is calculative. If I do this thing, I will not be able to get the next step, and that is really, really affecting them, and we can see it. And what is their desire? Their desire that is they should be free from this diabetes, that they should be able to eat everything that everybody is eating. They should be able to live a simple life that everybody is living. This is one of their desire. Then where do they congregate? Facebook, Instagram, and even they go to doctors. Any seminars that is going on in the town, if they see anything, if you have diabetes, they will be there. So anything that's where they congregate. Mostly these herbal people, Facebook herbal people, arts and other things, that's where they congregate. And what are their age range? Let me say their age range. For now, with the rate of things that are going on and where the world is turning to, you see people with 13 years to having diabetes, but mostly people from, let me say, 35, 40 to 50. That's their age range. So that's what I have to say on this diabetic stuff.
Well done. I love the people that have answered so far. You guys understand the assignment so well. Like, I don't even need to add anything. And the fact that you've lived with people that are suffering from this condition, it has made you understand it so well. So if you notice something about what Beatrice and what Prosperity said, they've been saying that they try anything. Whatever it is that they give them, they will eat this one, try that one. Why is it like this? Because these people are suffering from these conditions. Do you understand? They are already in a stage of desperation. Do you understand? Buying now stage. You get, oh, I have to try this, I have to try that. And if they are at that stage, it is easier to sell to these people. Why? But it's easier to sell to them because they are in a buy now stage. They are in a stage where they are looking for solutions. It's very few people that will be suffering from these conditions and they won't be looking for solutions. Maybe only people that are not financially capable. Even those that are not financially capable, they will go ahead and try herbs, go ahead and try whatever it is they can afford. Do you understand? Except the person is ready to die. Some people don't mind. They can just stay and just die. Do you get? These conditions are very deadly. That is why most of the people suffering from these conditions, those that are your customer avatar, are ready to give whatever it is a try. And that is why they must not be taken advantage of. And you must deliver on your promises. Okay, thank you very much. So, Luadam Lola, you said you do for arthritis. Please go ahead. Luadam Lola, can you hear me? I can't hear you. I don't know if it's my network. Can anyone hear? Yeah.
Well, it's not your network, sir. Even me, I can't hear you.
What are
Okay, Uluadamlola, your network is breaking. Maybe you should leave the meeting and join back. Maybe you should leave the meeting and join back. I'll mute you so someone else can try.
pains. I can.
Your network is breaking. Okay, someone else should try. Why is it not muting? I'm trying to mute her. Someone else should try for arthritis, so we'll not waste time.
Can I still try, or somebody should try?
No, I want someone else. I want someone
hear
else
me?
to try. I can hear you, but your network is breaking. Try leaving and joining back. But for now, mute your mic.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Okay, I think it is better now. Oluwadamilola, try speaking again. Let's see. Okay, I think she has left. Okay, Emmanuel Bright, go ahead. Emmanuel Bright. Emmanuel Bright, you raised your hand. Okay, let me call someone else. Who else wants to try for diabetes? Sorry, for arthritis.
Can you hear me? I didn't unmute my mic, so sorry.
Oh yes, I can hear you.
And so for arthritis, they go through like swollen joints and stiffness in the morning. So like all their joints, their hips and knees, like and they are not that mobile when they wake up in the morning. So what has the pain caused them psychologically? And like frustration, and they are depressed, and the fear of losing their independence. So they are frustrated about like everything going, because the pains won't like let them you understand. So the frustration and depression they go through affect them psychologically. And so what have they used trying to get rid of the pain? So most of them, like all this, since they are dealing with pain, most of them like all this ibuprofen and all these paracetamol drugs and other kind of like what they hear outside, or what people tell them to just try to see if they can reduce the pain. I'm sure they would have tried a lot of things. So what have they let go to get rid of their pain? And most of them don't do much activity, like all those activity or exercise that are like those high impact exercise that will like make them kind of go through more pain. So they will just do like those limited jobs or limited stuff, so the pain won't affect their day-to-day activities. So how has the pain affected their identity? So most of them, they don't just come out to like speak out to say maybe I have this, I am that. They might want to start their conversation with I have diabetes or something like that. So they don't bring out their full identity because of what they are going through. So because most times if they might want to do something like everybody, they might just like say please, I have arthritis, or don't do too much before I would faint or do something like that. So what is the source from? So it's from like maybe in their younger age, when they were going through a lot of stress or a lot of pain, or they did like something strenuous over the years, so it like manually piling up, so till maybe their old age now started going through all those stuff. So where they congregate, maybe probably like all those health groups and all those channels that are maybe for arthritis, all those pages of those arthritis pages, and maybe Facebook and Facebook groups. That's where you will see them. And their typical age, maybe from like 50 or 40 something years old. There are some maybe in like 50, they are in their 60s. So that's what I have to say.
Thank you very much, Bright. That's a very good one. That's a very good one. So you can drop your hand now, right? Please, Innocent Okechukwu, mute your mic. Okay, so one thing you should know is that you need to carry out your research. It's not every time you understand the condition you're writing about. Like a while back, I had to write a copy for an hepatitis product, hepatitis B. I don't even know what the condition is about. I had to carry out a lot of research, and I also follow the same format. So this format works for whatever it is you are trying to sell. Now you might need to edit a little bit depending on what it is, but it always works. So you need to carry out your research to understand these conditions well. This is back to Janis now, what Janis sells. You need to carry out your research to understand these conditions well. And to carry out your research, if you want to answer these questions, these are some of the platforms you can use. Do you understand? So normal Google search, a lot of us don't even do that anymore now because of AI. But normal Google search will still help. Please hold on, I'm coming. I want to check something. Okay, yeah, so let's continue. Can everyone still hear me? Can
Yes,
everyone
okay.
still hear me? Awesome.
Yes.
So normal Google search will help. Quora and Reddit, Nairaland. This platform, they almost all do the same thing. They are very awesome for research. Very, very, very good for research. The reason why is because people share their personal experiences on this platform, unlike every other platform here. Okay, I would also add Facebook group. I'll group it under category of forums. Quora, Reddit, Nairaland, Facebook groups and forums. If you can possibly join a WhatsApp group too, but the issue with WhatsApp group is it's not public. WhatsApp groups are not public. So if you are not there, you are not there. You can't join. So this Quora, Reddit, Nairaland. Hope you guys are taking note too. So this Quora, Reddit, Nairaland, and Facebook forums and groups are very awesome. The reason why is because they are like communities. Communities are one of the best places to meet what's it called? Like-minded people. So, for example, now, I was in International Conference Center in UI on Saturday because we have an event there coming up next week. This week, Friday and Saturday. And we were just trying to take some measurements to know, because we're designing some things, right, to use for the event. So I noticed that there was like an entrepreneur summit, something, I forgot what they called it, but one entrepreneurship expo going on in one of the halls in the conference center. There were a lot of people there. There was another Ibadan, because I'm in Ibadan. I'm located in Ibadan at the moment. There was another Ibadan Tech Expo, something for gamers and people, comic books lover and everything. They were like-minded people too, gathered there. So now the reason why events like this are very good is because you are in a community. Do you get? If you join that kind of event, if you want to sell a product to those kind of people, if you join that kind of event, it's almost like you are spying. Yeah, you would get to know the problems they are going through in their industry. You get to know the loopholes in the industry where that your products can provide solutions to. You get to know what their life is like. You get to know what they're hoping to achieve in the community and all. Do you get? Now, you might not always be able to attend those physical events, but these forums you can easily join. Quora, Reddit, Nairaland, Facebook groups and forums. The good thing about Quora, Reddit, and Nairaland is you don't necessarily even need to join. Just a little search. I'm sure if you open Nairaland now, with search high blood pressure, we'll see a lot of people saying, please, I've been having shortness of breath. Please, I'm having high blood pressure. Hope it does not mean that so will happen to me. You see people asking questions from a point of fear. People asking questions from a point of concern. Do you get? So in this condition now, in this situation now, Quora, Reddit, and Nairaland is very powerful. Nairaland is the Nigerian one, but the good thing about high blood pressure, diabetes, and arthritis is that the pain is common to all humans. Do you get me? If it was something a bit specific to Nigerians, now I'll say, okay, yes. If it was malaria, I'll say, okay, the Nigerian markets, because abroad they won't suffer it as much. They won't suffer malaria as much. So Quora, Reddit in Ireland, Facebook groups and forum are gems. YouTube is also another good one. The good thing about YouTube is that you might get to see some people that will upload their personal stories of suffering from these conditions. Like I told you, I wrote a copy for hepatitis B a while back, even though I didn't know anything about the condition. Everything I wrote about was because I researched about it. And I was able to come across a man's channel. He interviews people suffering from the condition. And from listening to, I watched a couple of, I don't know whether to call it podcast or interviews. So I watched a couple of those. I think I watched about 3. With that, I already got to know enough information about the condition, how it makes them suffer, how it changed their lifestyle, how it affected everything about them, how it affected their family and all. So that really helped me. That's the good thing about Facebook. The fact that they are video content, people tend to express more when they are talking than when they are writing. So ChatGPT or other good AI tools. Gemini is a very good AI tool. If you want to do anything research, I don't know, maybe because it is Google that made Gemini. So if you want to do anything research, Gemini can dig very deep. Do you get? But personally, Gemini, to me, Gemini is still not as intelligent as ChatGPT. But when it comes to, if you want to do research, Gemini is a very good tool for research. But the thing about all these AI tools is that, okay, when it comes to condition like high blood pressure, diabetes, and arthritis, they would have a lot of information. But to me, still try and get that human touch. Get to hear what people are talking about. Do you understand? Because they will tell you how it is affecting them. Do you understand? See, when Prosperity was sharing that auntie, you cannot shout in the house, you cannot do this thing. AI might not tell you that. Do you get? But if you carry out your research, or you from the point of an human being suffering from the conditions, you get to know some things that AI will not tell you. And if you infuse those things into your copy, those people, they will see you as somebody that understands their pain, and they will rather buy from you than any other competitor. So I've treated Facebook groups and forums. So influencers comment section is also another very powerful place. If you someone like Aproko Doctor now, if he makes it, you all know Aproko Doctor now. Abi, or he's popular, you should know him. Guys, you know Aproko Doctor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
So please be responding. Be responding. Very important. Be responding. So I know that you guys are following. So
Yes,
influencers comment section is also another important place you can get to meet your audience. So if somebody like Aproko Doctor creates a video about high blood pressure, you see a lot of people saying, "Doctor, please, my daddy has been suffering from this thing. What should he use? His chest is paining him now. Blah, blah, blah. What should I?" You see pains, see things that they are going through. You see some people even narrate their personal life story in those comment section. Initially, I was talking about a Man U fan or an average football fan in this period will check a sport journalist page like Fabrizio Romano. That's an example of people in a market gathering in the comment section of influencers in that same market. When I'm talking about market, I'm talking about indoor. Do you get me? Please hold on, I'm having a call. Okay, sorry, I had to pick that call. So another one is live events and listening to your audience. So we already talked about listening to your audience. This is the best way actually to carry out research. Now, listening to your audience can be somebody like Prosperity mentioned the fact that her auntie just gave birth and she had because of that she had high blood pressure. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean listening. It could just be observing your audience. Now, because she has stayed with her auntie long enough, she already knows everything that an average person suffering from high blood pressure would be suffering from, and she already understands the audience. Now, live events is, like I said, you attend an event, get to meet people like that and everything. You get to know the problems they're having in that industry. Okay, for example, now, let's say you attend a meeting for Lagos House Builders. There's an association, Lagos House Builders Association. If you attend that meeting, or let me use something a lot more people. I'm guessing a lot of people here have not started building their houses. So I'll use something, but a lot of us are renting houses, right? I'll use something a lot more people would understand. Now, if you attend sorry, please, I had another call. Let's continue. So if you attend an event for Lagos tenants, whatever it is, do you understand? Or any state, but let's use Lagos, for example. You hear a lot of these people talk about the problems they're having. Do you understand? How agents are taking about 50% of their normal amount they are supposed to pay for rent, how they've been having struggles with agents, how they've been struggling with house hunting and everything. Now, this would help you understand they are paying better too. So that's the good thing about live events. It doesn't necessarily have to be physical. It could also be online. So what then happens? After you've carried out your research, please hold on. Please hold on. After you've carried out your research, you can answer. I'm coming now. Sorry. I mistakenly zoomed out this thing. I can't even remember where to zoom it in again. Okay, yeah, found it. Let me put it on 725. Okay, I think 50 is fine. Can everyone still see my screen fine?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so let's proceed. So after you've carried out your audience research, okay, these are the questions you should answer. You've already used some of these forums to get all these questions answered. What then do you do? What then do you do at that point in time? The next thing you can then begin to do is you can begin writing your copy. I have a format here that can help you write a copy easily. But before we go ahead to that, you need to know what the most important part of a sales copy is. Do you get me? I want to show you a book before I go back to explaining this. If you look at this book here, guys, I need response. So
Yes.
okay, you can. Good. So for those of us that can see this book, what do you think this book is about? Hey guys, what do you think this book is about? I need response, please.
I feel
This
it's
na
a
love.
romance book. A
Okay,
romance
love. Who else?
About love.
a romance book.
About love, about romance. Who else wants to try?
Relationship.
The book is more like understanding who you should date, understanding yourself so that you know who you should date and who you should not date.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. So those are all good answers. But then, if you now look at this book, this one here, it will come up on your screen shortly. This particular book, what do you think this one is about?
This book is just talking about steps you can satisfy a woman, like her basic needs, what women basically need and all that stuff.
Okay, all right. So you all will agree with me. Like, I don't want us to dwell so much on this, but you all will agree with me that the title of this book is much more straightforward. Do you understand? You can, if you are working in a, I know we don't do bookstore and bookshop anymore, but let's assume that you are working in a, is it bookshop or bookstore they call it now, wherever it is that you can just find several shelves with books. If you are working in a bookshelf, bookstore, and you see a shelf with this particular book, will this book interest you to read? Be very honest.
No.
No, it
No,
wouldn't.
sir. No.
But will this particular one interest you to read?
Yes.
Yes,
Good.
because
Why?
it's straightforward and what I'm looking for.
Thank you. This book is very straightforward. Now, what if I told you that this book here is also the same book? So let me get to it. This particular author, Nora Aiden, she wrote this book called Astrological Love. And when the publisher in New York read the book, the publisher thought that this book is very good, but the title is underselling it. At that point in time, she had printed over 5,000 copies. And when she was she struggled to sell 2,000 copies of those 5,000 copies. The remaining 3,000, she had to give it out for 99 cents that she printed. So when the New York publisher read it, the New York publisher reached out to her that I want to buy the right to this book. We'll share the right on this book. By sharing the right, I mean like the legal right. So when you make money, you can split. So he said he bought the right to the book. And when he bought the right to the book, he only changed the title of the book. He did not touch anything. He only changed the title of the book, this front cover. And what happened? This book that was struggling to sell 5,000 copies, this book that was struggling to sell 5,000 copies sold 2.3 million copies in 18 months. It struggled to sell 5,000 copies in the first 2 years it was published, and within 18 months, it sold 2.3 million. Within the first 18 months that the title was changed, it sold 2.3 million. And why was this? Because only the title was changed. Because now people could get to know from the title of the book that, oh, this is what I'm getting from reading that book. So if you notice here, I said I'm going to go back and tell you what the most important part of a copy is. It just shows you that when you're writing your copy, the most important part of your copy is what people see first. Do you understand me? Now, if the copy you are writing is a landing page copy, the most important part is an headline. If you whatever you write, if it's a newspaper publication, the headline or the title page is the most important. If it is a book you're writing, the most important part is the title. If it is even a TikTok video you are creating, the most important part is the part people see first. Let's assume maybe the first 30 seconds. That is what people will see first before they scroll off. Do you get me? So that is the most important part of a copy. I just remember that I did not define what copywriting was for you guys, but just take this down quickly. The definition of copywriting. So copywriting is the process of writing, speaking, or writing. Let's just say writing, or let me create the definition in my head because I don't have it written yet. I'm coming. Just give me a few seconds. Okay, so copywriting is the process of let's just say putting out content to compel a particular audience to take whatever particular action it is you want them to take. That's how simple it is. So if you have a YouTube, let me take it again. Copywriting is the process of putting out content to compel a particular audience to take whatever action it is you want them to take. That's that. Now the action might be to get them to make a purchase. The action might be for them to subscribe to your YouTube channel. The action might be for them to give you their email details so you can follow up on them, whatever action it is you want them to take. So I just remember that I should have said that earlier on so you can know what copywriting is about. Although I guess you would have figured out as you are going on, as you've been moving rather. So the most important part of a copy again is the first thing that people see. whether the title, whether the headline, whether the first 3 seconds of the TikTok video, an Instagram video, whatever this thing it is. If you open your TikTok and you scroll now, most times it's the hook. The hook is the first few seconds. Whatever that person says, that will determine whether you read it or not. That will determine whether it would interest you or not. Do you understand? And the reason why this is important is because several people are coming online not to watch you. They are coming online to watch Oga Sabinus. They are coming online to watch Tauma. They are coming online to watch who's one of these skit makers again. I can't remember now, but you know all these folks. That is why they are opening their TikTok. Do you get? So now you that you are trying to sell product to them, you have to make sure that your product is you have to make sure that the opening part of your video or whatever it is that they see first when they come in contact with you speaks directly to them. Why is this important? Because it will help them stick true to watch your video, or it will at least retain their attention for them to read your content. So that is that. So when you already know the most important part of a copy now. So, and I already told you how to carry out your research. And now, when you can carry out your research and you already know the most important part of a copy is the headline, what is the next step to take? The next step to take is to begin writing your copy. I'm coming on. So this is a format that I've created for you to make writing your copy easier. You can screenshot it, although we'll still dwell on it a bit more. This is a format that I've created. You can screenshot this. Then let me put it on this. You can screenshot it too, so you can note it down. I have another format here for a non-testimonial pre-sale page. The reason why we're using a pre-sale page in Janis is because we already have our funnel is like this. For those of you that don't know what a funnel is in marketing, a funnel is just the process that your customer follows till they eventually buy your product. Do you understand me? That's basically what a funnel is. You know, when you look at the funnel, when you look at the funnel, they use that funnel in marketing, but I'll still call it a sieve, right? When you are sieving something, it is good ones that will go through. Let's say you are sieving flour. When you sieve your flour, it is the good flour that will go through, or these little particles of flour that will go through. The shaft will be left in your sieve, and then you can dispose the shaft. So that is the same purpose of a funnel in marketing. The funnel is meant to help you sieve through the good prospects, the good leads, so that eventually the good customers, for those of you that don't know what a prospects and leads are, hope you guys are understanding all I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to break it down as much as possible.
Yes, sir.
Hey, guys. Okay, good. So it is to help you sieve through so that the shaft, those are the bad prospects, they can remain in your funnel, or they will not go through your sieve. They will not go through your sieve, and then you can focus on the good the good prospects, rather, the good leads. That's the good flour that came out of your sieve. So that's basically what a funnel is. So back to what I was saying now. So this is how a Janis funnel operates normally. First of all, if it goes from your ad, most times your Facebook ad, it can be your Google ad or whatever, TikTok ad, whatever platform it is, you'll be taught a lot more on that. I'm not the one teaching you on that. So it goes from a Facebook ad, Google ad, TikTok ad, whichever one you prefer. Then it goes to your pre-sale page. Now the pre-sale page is the page we have what they call VSL, a video sales letter that people will get to. Then afterwards, order page, then thank you page. So most times you are responsible for the first 2 steps of the funnel. That's for your Facebook ad, then your pre-sale page. Most times a testimonial video. The reason why testimonial video, not necessarily video, testimonial pre-sale. The reason why testimonial pre-sales work so well is because whenever you want to sell to an audience that is not aware of your product, the easiest way to sell to them is by telling a story. That is why a testimonial video works well for what's it called? For the audience we are reaching out to. Those are not aware of our product, because majority of those who be coming in contact with, they are not aware of our product. And when I mean coming in contact, is by running ads, and you'll be giving funds for ads. So don't think it's all this marketing where you'll be trekking up and down looking for what to buy. No, you'll be giving funds for ad. The only thing you need to do is be skillful enough to produce results. And that is why we are teaching you. So these are the steps for a testimonial pre-sale copy. So back to what I said, you'll be responsible for your ad, which is the first step of your funnel. Then if your ad can be an image creative or a video creative, then your pre-sale landing page. Then from there, you can then go to the company's video sales letter. Then from there, the process to get to the order page, then the thank you page. Yes, so that's your own business when it comes to the marketing part. The other department handles the closing and everything. So the first thing you should take note of is a catchy headline, a short introduction. When you want to write your pre-sale copy, this is after you've carried out your research, you understand your audience very well already. Then other solution that your prospect has used that didn't work, how they've used common solutions, retailer symptoms score was, feeling of giving up and hopelessness, gradually bringing in solutions, showing that choosing the unique solution. Hold on, please. Come up now. Assurance, more doubt, feeling better gradually, going for tests to get reassurance, got the result that was finally better, spread the goodness, got back to what he lost due to illness, feeling grateful and wanting to share the goodness to every other patient out there. Then your call to action, disclaimer message. If you don't understand this well yet, if you don't understand this yet, don't worry yourself. I will show you examples so you understand better. So normally what I always do is I always show 3 copies, one for high blood pressure, one for arthritis, and one for diabetes. And then we'll break it down. Do you understand? So you see how I follow the structure. But because of time, we are only going to take one. I will show you other examples. Maybe you can screenshot it or whatever it is you want to do. So you can break down yourself. So I was going to say something. Let me try and recall. I'm coming. Okay. So let me open one of the copies I have. Sorry, all my domains have expired because it's been a while that I ran out. So you'd have to manage them. They're in Google Doc format. So you'd have to manage them that way, please. If at any point in time you can't hear me, please let me know. I'm still with you guys, so I just want to set this up quickly. Okay, yeah, so coming. So this is one of the pre-sale copy that I wrote that follows the structure. There are several others. Maybe I don't know. I don't want to give you guys link to this thing, but I want you guys to break it down personally yourself. Okay, I'll find a way to go about it. Maybe I'll send it as document to the group. Okay, so if you look at this, what is it called? Let's go back to the format that I gave you guys. Where is it again? Let's go back to the format. So it's a 20-step structure for a testimonial pre-sale page in Janis. Now, one thing you should note is that I created this template to make writing copies easier for you guys. Do you get? And you don't need to be very rigid with it. Do you get? Me too, I just created it myself so that it will make the process easy for you. And you can play around with it as much as possible. The most important thing is that your pre-sale copy is compelling enough for whoever lands there to click through to the next step of your funnel. Do you understand me? So let's continue. So number one is a catchy headline. So if you look at this headline now, do you think it is catchy enough? For somebody with high blood pressure, especially somebody that high blood pressure has affected the bedroom performance, do you think this is catchy enough? I'm asking you. And guys,
It's catchy. It's okay.
Yes, so
okay,
it's
all right.
very okay.
Yes, so
Uh,
the number one step is a catchy headline. Then let's proceed. Then number two is a short introduction. Then how you found out he had the illness, symptoms and earlier signs. So let's proceed. Okay, so good day. I'm Charles Okobi. February 14, 2021 was supposed to be a memorable day. It was a Monday evening and it was Valentine's Day. A lot of people at my workplace were rushing on to mark the celebration with their lovers, and I also was not left behind. I'm coming home. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? I went home with a colleague who lived around my area that day since I didn't take my car to work. And all through the journey home, I was sex chatting with my wife on WhatsApp, telling her all I would do to her in bed when I got home. I would pleasure her, make her shiver, and have her beg for more. The sexual pressure was already getting very intense. And when I got home that night, my wife was already in one of those sexy dresses I couldn't resist. I'm coming home. We started kissing and smooshing. But when it was time for me to penetrate, I have some real action. I couldn't get hard. I asked my wife to fondle with my Ben Johnson a little bit more, trying to convince her that it was still going to get hard, but she did all she could and it remained soft. I felt so ashamed, and it was like the ground should open up and just swallow me. What number do you guys think we are now? Let me go back to this thing. What number do you guys think we are now?
Number 2.
Number 2. Who else
Number
wants to
3.
try?
yeah, number three, because
Right?
you have already introduced yourself,
Yes.
so you're not seeing how you discover you cannot perform.
Yes. We started from number 2, but we're already delving into number 3. One thing you
Yeah.
should know is that the prospects won't think that there's only structure in their head. It is you that you know that there's a structure. Just follow through with the story. Do you get? And when you are writing, if you are once you are flowing, when you are writing, just keep flowing. No, don't be going back and looking at the structure. That let me end it here since they said the structure should not do this and that. Just write. Do you understand? And as you write, if you are trying to think of a reference, something to reference and continue, then you can go back to the structure. So if I felt so ashamed, it was like the ground should open up and swallow me. I didn't understand. I had prepared for the night. Before getting home that night, I used a particular set harassment power drink recommended by a friend. Still, I couldn't get hard. I tried giving my wife the same excuse I had been giving her in the past. But as I told her, I'm coming home. Only maybe it's because of stress from work. She wasn't going to have it this time. She said in a disappointed voice, Charles, you knew you couldn't satisfy me. So what was the point of getting me turned on and in the mood? Other guys I've been with before I married you were not like this. What number do you guys think we are? Guys.
Number 4.
Number 4, who else wants to try?
No, we're in number 5. How you use a common solution.
Okay, so if you said
We are
number
still at
4.
number 3 because number 4. No, we are still at 3 because that 4
Okay.
is talking about the future you have failed. So we are still
Okay,
at
all
3.
right. So if you not answer 3, 4, 5, you are still right. Like I said, you have to be very flexible with this. Don't let it restrict you when writing. So what I did was I infused number 4 and number 5 into 3. Do you get me? So if you said any of 3, 4, or 5, you are still correct. Let's proceed. Where did I stop, please? Someone should remind me.
You stopped at she telling you why did you turn her on? So
My ego was
Charles, you
shattered and I was down.
Okay, thank you. My ego was shattered and I was down. I promised myself that I was going to find a solution to my problem. Once again, I went back to using manpower drinks and herbal concussion I had been using before, hoping to find something better. But these new ones were also a failure. I'm coming home. The few that work would give me serious banging headache till it felt like my head would fall off. And if it wasn't headaches, my heart rate would become so high after using them. It would seem like I was going to have a heart attack. I stopped using these manpower drinks and sexual answers for a while, but since I was really desperate, I wanted to regain the respect my wife once had for me in the bedroom. I began trying out anything my friends and colleagues recommended. I used tramadol, herbs, agbo, manpower drinks, several Viagras, sex enhancement drinks, and many more solutions. I can't even remember now. What number do you think we are now, guys?
Five. Number 6.
5.
Number
no
5, yes. Number
we
5.
are 5 and 6 because you are telling them how the symptoms grow worse after even using
Good,
their trauma.
good. If you notice, he was saying he would have banging headaches. He was saying things that would happen to him, and that's retelling how the symptoms got worse. Do you understand? So we are still in 5 and 6. Like I said, don't forget to be flexible with it. Though when you want to write, don't list out number and start writing under it. It will restrict you. Do you get? Write first, then you can then readjust afterwards. When I'm grading, because I'll give you guys assignment on this. When I'm grading you guys, I won't say that this person did not follow my structure, that I will mark this thing. No, this is not school where some lecturers or some teachers will be telling you that just give me back what I gave you. No, the most important thing is that it is compelling enough for your prospects or your customer avatar to take action, or your potential customer, not customer avatar, to take action. Okay. And many more solutions I can't remember now. If you don't know where we are, this is where we are. Okay. So still there was no change in my bedroom performance. I couldn't get an erection naturally unless I use one of those drugs that puts me at a serious health risk. I was sick and tired. My marriage was now hanging by a thread, and I wasted a lot of money on so-called sex solutions with no result. What number are we now, guys? I don't want to go back to my distance. I want to know if you have been taking notes. I don't want to go back to that slide. What number are we, guys? Guys, what number are we? That means you guys have not been taking notes then. I even asked you to screenshot it.
I think 7, the part where he feels like giving up. Maybe.
Okay, all right. So we are in 7. We're under 7. Let me go back there. Like I said, if you're not taking screenshot of it, take it now. Take it now, note it down. But before we started the class, I think I told you about an hour ahead that you should take notes. It is very important. Do you understand me? What I'm teaching you guys for free now, personally, when I'm teaching people copywriting personally, I charge them as high as 60,000 when I'm teaching them, and that is what you guys are getting for free. So don't take it for granted. Do you understand me? Although I'm teaching you something that is tailored for Janis, but it can still help with other with even your own personal business, if you have your personal business. So we are in number 7. That's the feeling of giving up and hopelessness. Let's continue. This is number 7. So let's go on. I think I was here. I was here, right? I stopped here. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay. I was sick and tired. My marriage was now hanging by a thread, and I had wasted a lot of money on so-called sex solutions with no result. But while I was looking for a cure to my erection loss, what I didn't know was that I was finding a solution to the wrong ailment. Don't forget that this copy is for people that, because of their high blood pressure, they are suffering from erection loss. So what I did was that I niched down again. When I wrote this copy, I wrote it from another angle, because in every market there's always a niche. There are always several niches within. Do you understand? There are people that their high blood pressure has caused them to lose their erection. There's people that their high blood pressure has caused them to have stroke and they're on wheelchair. That's a section of the market. Another section, people that have lost their erection. Another section is people that their high blood pressure just started and as they are scared that they might die and leave their family behind. That's another section. Do you understand? So there's always sub-markets in every market. There's always little markets here and there. So the one thing, let me just add this for you. So when you start, for those of you that will be onboarded, I pray all of you make it through. If you do well, you make it through. Don't worry yourself. Just do your assignments and everything, you make it through. So when you're onboarded, something you should take note of is there might be situations where you'll be running out, you'll be creating video content, or we have a creative team. Maybe they give you content, but I don't advise that you always wait on them, because that is what every other person will have access to. And if you want to be exceptional, you cannot just rely on that. So sometimes you put out adverts and they will not convert. Maybe you've been doing well in the past. You just notice that your adverts are not converting. At times, you not be wondering that these things are still compelling, they are working fine. In those kind of situations, what our advice is, focus on an angle in the market. Do you understand me? So now, if you are selling an arthritis product, the name of our arthritis product is Boniac and Bose Cure. If you are selling our arthritis product, you can look at a market for elderly people, and then you target their children. Do you understand? Elderly people, how would I put it now? Children that have elderly parents already, elderly parents in the village that are living alone and are suffering from pain. You can target those children. Those children are already the market. That grandma that is something years old in the village, she's not the market. Why? She does not have a smartphone. She will not see your advert. That's the market that you are looking at. So you make sure that every copy you are writing is appealing to the child of that woman. Another market you might look at again is let me see another market. Okay, in the diabetes industry will be the market of those that because of their diabetes, they are already suffering from their diabetes is affecting their sexual performance. Another one is women that because of their diabetes, they are already becoming obese. Do you get? So there are always sub niches in every niche. Do you get? So don't just write generally to everyone. You can write generally to everyone, but there are some cases you need to niche down. I remember there was a man that reached out to me. This is outside Janis. He needed to he was selling stationary bikes. You know the stationary bikes they use in gyms. That one that you be riding in one spot in the gym just to work out. So he was selling stationary bikes and he was not making sales. When I looked at everything they had been doing in the past, I noticed that the challenge they were having is that this stationary bike thing is not really appealing to people. Why should people buy it? Do you understand? Why should people buy it? Like, so what I did was that I looked at the sub-market. Okay, what can everyone still hear me? You should not, because
Yes.
okay, good. Because this Nigeria, once you talk for long, it should not be that your network has broken long ago and you have to start again. Okay, so when I looked at everything that I've been doing, I just thought that, what should make people buy stationary bikes? No one generally, the average person will just come and buy stationary bike to their home. Stationary bikes are expensive. I think about 400,000, if not more now, safe. That what can make these people buy. So I started carrying out my research. I noticed that I read something about Kegel exercises. Now, Kegel exercises are exercises that men do to improve their bedroom performance. And one thing about whatever you sell, if you can relate it to to two things. For men, if you can relate it to them having improved bedroom performance, you will sell very well. For women, if you can relate it to them being more attractive, you sell very well. Those two things work very well. So whatever product you are selling, if there's a way you can relate it to them appealing to those pain points, you will always sell. Do you get me? Especially that's why the skincare, no, let me not even say skincare industry, let me say beauty industry, whether it is plastic surgery, whether it is skincare, whether it is just normal clothing to improve appearance. For women, it sells like crazy. For men, when it comes to performance, all these action bitters, all these, these agbo that they sell up and down. For men, it sells very, very well. So you have to look at those are the two problems that the two genders they always have. So if you can relate your product to that, you sell very well. So back to the stationary bike I was talking about. If you don't know what stationary bike is, let me quickly search it so you see. So back to the stationary bike I was talking about. So when I hold on. Yes. So these bikes that they use in the gym. Not this one. No, this one is not there. This one. This particular one. This one too. That one that you'd have to pedal. So when I carried out research, I noticed that okay, men that biking is a form of Kegel exercise, and men that bike generally they last longer in the bedroom. So what did I do? I wrote the copy for this stationary bike in an angle of it's helping to improve your sexual performance, and because of that, that man had an explosion in sales. Do you get? This was somebody that was struggling to make sales. A lot of men began to order. Why? Because they saw that, oh, this thing can help improve my performance. Do you get me? So that's just by the way. Like I'm just trying to teach you about angles when you are selling. So let's go back to this. So while I was looking, I'm here. But while I was looking for a cure to my erection loss, what I didn't know was I was finding the solution to the wrong ailments. I was ignorant to the root cause of my erection problem, which was high blood pressure. I got to find out about this on a particular Sunday evening while I was scrolling through Facebook. And the post I saw was about how high blood pressure might be the cause of my poor bed performance in bed. I went through these posts, and it was then I realized that men with high BP struggle to maintain an erection or even get erect because they get restricted blood flow to the penis. I wasn't even sure if I had high blood pressure when I saw this post. What number do you think we are, guys? Guys, what number are we?
10.
9. Number 9, showing doubt.
We are in number 8. We're in number 8. But I understand why you say number 9, showing doubt. But at this point, he had not shown doubt. Do you understand? Like it was saying that he didn't even know that his erection loss was caused because of high blood pressure. Do you get me? So I'm coming. I went through this post, and there I realized men with high BP struggle to maintain an erection or even get erect because they get restricted blood flow to the penis. I wasn't sure if I had high blood pressure when I saw this post. So the following day after church service, I visited the clinic in my area. Who can tell me the reason why I was putting after church service on a Tuesday morning, blah, blah, blah? Who can tell me why? After church service, let me see another one that I did. Saturday evening. Who can tell me why? Someone should try.
You said you got to find out about the post Saturday evening. After church service, that means you going to the hospital happened on Sunday afternoon.
Okay, but that does not answer the question. Like, okay, let me rephrase the question. Who can tell me the reason why I'm referencing days of the week and particular time?
Okay, sorry. let me say for reason of being for specificity, something like that.
Okay, that's close. That's close. Okay, let me just answer it because of time. Okay, Oluwafisayo, go ahead. You raised your hand.
To make it more relatable.
Okay, that's also good. But the major reason why is because, see, when you are telling a story, if I just come and I tell a story that so person did this, so, do you understand? Okay, Babatunde Adigun, you raised your hand. Go ahead.
So I think if you are following an order, just like normal days of the week, and then the average person is, there's always Tuesday or the Tuesday evening service and Wednesday evening service, just to relate it to people that goes to church on those days. I know there may be Muslim also suffering from it too.
Okay, that's a close one. That's a close one. If you notice here, I also added February 14, 2021, and I talked about Valentine. Number one, to make it easy for people to connect. Do you understand? As putting all these dates now, February 14, Valentine's Day, wanted to surprise his wife for Valentine, is relatable to the average Ade, the average Adamu, the average Musa. Do you get me? Me saying after Saturday evening, Sunday after service is relatable to, his name is Mr. Charles Okobi, meaning most likely he's an Igbo man and he will most likely be a Christian. Do you get me? It's relatable to almost everyone. Number two is because timeline is important when you are telling stories. It is very important. It helps you retain the attention of your audience. Do you get me? If you tell a story without a timeline, it will become fictional automatically. Do you get me? But if you can reference a timeline, it shows that this is true, and at the same time, people will be able to read. I'm not sure if I did. I mentioned something about Hitler. Do you get me? I didn't mention the dates period, but some of you can tell that, oh, it was within this range. Do you get me? If you could not tell, you'll not be able to relate to the story as well. Do you understand? I was telling you Germany those days, which is telling you that Germany is now different now. You can relate better that way. When you add timeline to your stories, it makes it easy for people to follow, and at the same time, it makes it like I said, if you don't use a timeline, it becomes fiction automatically, even though it's non-fiction. So that is that. So let's continue. Where did I stop, Seth? Okay, so the following day after church service, I visited the clinic in my area to check my blood pressure reading. And after several examinations and questioning from the doctor, he broke the sad news to me. I had high blood pressure, and it has been the reason I've been struggling to get an erection. My blood pressure reading at this time was 203/114 mmHg. This is the unit they use in measuring BP. Sure, you get. So you can carry out more research on that. When I got back home from the clinic that evening, I quickly went back to the post I had seen the previous day on my Facebook about high blood pressure was the leading cause of erection loss in men. Good thing I saved the post when I saw it the previous day. I went over the post again so I could get a better graphs, and at the end of the post, I was directed to watch a video. It was in this video I learned about a simple method in which men like me have been using to reverse their high blood pressure for the past 6 years. Quickly, I followed the instruction in the video and I began giving the method a try. With 2 to 3, I didn't see any significant change in my high blood pressure reading and in my erectile problem. Who can tell me what number we are now? Let me go to, out of these two, who can tell me what number we are?
12.
12, let's see, 12.
Number 9.
Number 9, okay.
Number 10.
Number 10. If you said number 10, you're right. If you said number 12, I'll still say you're a bit right. Okay, let's continue. Where did I stop? Was this where I stopped?
Week 2, 3.
Okay, thank
Week
you.
2 to 3.
Okay, thank you. Week 2, 3, I didn't see any significant change in my blood pressure reading and my erectile problem. But I'm not one to expect an instant change. So I kept on following the method in the video, even though there was no physical change. At about the 6th week of following the method in the video, I noticed that I was now waking up morning erection. This was huge for my wife and I. Ages had passed since I last had morning erections. If you're a lady, I think you should research about this so you understand the reason why I said this was huge. Because most times it is mostly young men, mostly young elderly men that have morning erections. She gets. That's why I added that. Ages had passed since I last had morning erection. I checked my blood pressure reading too, and I was now on 142/93 mmHg. This is a LDR blood pressure level compared to what he had earlier on. When you want to write your own copy, research for ranges for LD blood sugar reading, LD blood pressure reading. Sure you get. So I was so much motivated to keep following the method I learned about in the video since there were evidences that it works now. As the weeks went by, my confidence as a man was gradually restored. My blood pressure reduced drastically and started lasting not less than 5 minutes on only my first round of sex with my wife. I kept on following the method and I noticed that around the 12th week, my blood pressure had been completely normalized. Can tell me what number we are now? We've gone past this, so we are at the second stage. Who can tell me what number we are now?
About 14.
13.
No,
Number
number
13.
14. He didn't go for test now.
13. 13.
Okay.
13.
Number 13. Okay. That was good. Number 13. I'm glad you guys have been following. Who can tell me why we didn't do number 14? Why he didn't go for test? For reassurance. Eh?
Because he has gotten the results he wants.
He's already testing it.
Okay, good. Now, the thing is that if it was for high blood pressure or diabetes, you might still need to go to the medical doctor to confirm because you cannot see physical changes. Do you get me? You can't see physical changes. And now some people might have BP monitors at home, so they might do that themselves. But I'm not sure if people take diabetes readings at home. I'm not sure. I think some people do. There are kits for it though. There are kits for it,
Yeah,
but most people they do, right?
yeah.
Okay, good. So but I think they would have to puncture themselves, take a blood sample, right?
Yes, they will take a blood sample, but mostly some of them usually go to the hospital. In percentage, it's just like 10%. That's who do it at home that are knowledgeable.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. So that's to show you that for BP, diabetes is a bit more complicated. Do you get? So in a situation, if you're writing copy for diabetes, most likely the patient will go to the medical center. For arthritis, there is even no need at all. You will know because arthritis is physical pain. You will know when you're not feeling pain anymore. You don't need a doctor to tell you. Do you get me? So the same thing applies to this copy. The man could see changes, so he didn't need to go to the hospital. So let's continue. Okay, I kept on following the method and I noticed that around the 12th week, my blood pressure had been completely normalized. My blood pressure reading was now 120/80. This is an LD blood BP blood pressure reading. Please carry out research. You know a lot more about this. I was now lasting an average of 15 minutes in bed with my wife. I might still have been battling with high blood pressure induced erection loss if I had not found this video. So I'm glad I came across the video because my marriage is great now. The respect my wife once lost for me has now been restored. She eagerly awaits when I'll make love to her now. Constantly apologizes for ever doubting my capability as a man. Who can tell me what number we are?
$15.
Number 15. Okay, good.
17. 17 because his
17.
wife
If you
is
said
now.
15, 17, you are right. Even if you said 18, you are right. Do you understand? Like I said, you can be flexible with it. Especially this concluding part, you can be very, very flexible with it. So let's go back to our copy. Okay, who can tell me where we did the number coming? Can tell me where we did number 10? Can tell me where we did number 10.
Where he went back to watch the video and started following the procedure he saw in the video.
Oh, good. Thank you very much. Thank you. So if you notice this particular copy is saying video. Who can tell me why? I want to know if you guys have been paying attention to the littlest details.
Okay, because you said that that the Janis, they already have video content.
Okay, very good. That's very good. It shows you've been paying attention well. So it's because we already have a video sales letter they will watch. Do you understand? So you are preparing their mind that there's a video, so that they would also watch it. Do you get me? And when they watch the video is all compel them. Excuse me. Excuse me. The video is all compel them. The video is all compel them to take the action of purchasing, of making order. So let's go ahead. So let's continue. If this video I watch has been able to help me go from a man who used to struggle to get an erection and constantly give excuses to a man who now lasts nothing less than 15 minutes in bed, imagine what it will do for you. If this video could help me restore a marriage that was already hanging by a thread, imagine what it could do for you. If you want to watch the video that helped reverse my high blood pressure and restored my confidence in the bedroom, click the button below now. So like I said, it's a landing page. It's because my domain has expired. You can't see it. So you get this is it. This concluding part. Click the button below now. It's the call to action. Feeling better and grateful. Got what he lost back due to illness. All the parts where I was saying a marriage you almost lost and everything is what he got back. Feeling grateful and wanting to share the goodness. Is him telling is him telling people that they should click the video if this can help him restore his marriage. She gets so, like I said, you can be very flexible with it. This disclaimer message I would have showed you guys is we always put it on our pre-sale pages. It's just normal disclaimer messages that what's the normal disclaimer message like again? It's just to disclaimer message that if you do use this and it does not work, blah 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 blah. You know those kind of disclaimer messages that you still have to reference your doctor, blah 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 blah. So you put it down there at the bottom of your pre-sale page. They should give you a zip file. It will contain a disclaimer message, so don't worry too much about this. So yeah, that is that for how to write your pre-sale page. There are lots more examples. I'll send some to you. If I forget, please message me on WhatsApp. I'll send it to the group so you guys can dissect other copies yourself. Do you get me?
Yes, thank you.
Sorry, excuse me. Okay. So I would have shown you how to write a non-testimonial pre-sale copy, but because of time, I won't be able to show you that. Hold on. No, you're not getting the slide though. This slide is my teaching material. You're not getting the slide. That's why I say you should take notes. Although I'm recording the class, so if that is available by evening. Sorry, excuse me. I'm so sorry. So if that is available by evening, I'll send it to you. So after you then do this, after you know how to identify your customer avatar, you can answer their questions. You can then write your copy, right? You can write this copy using the format I gave you. But there's one more thing that I've not taught you how to do when you're writing your copy. If you remember, the first step of the copy here is a catchy headline. I didn't show you how to write a catchy headline, and that is what I'll be showing you. If you look at now, I won't be giving you a template to write headline, but I'll be teaching you laws you must follow when you want to write a good headline. So law one you must obey when you want to write a good and catchy headline is you should call out your audience or debate what it is you want to talk about. Do you get me? It must call out your audience. It is very, very important, because if it doesn't call out your audience, you are just writing to everybody and anybody. And if you're writing to everybody, you're writing to nobody. It's like me coming to a room, and I say somebody should do something for me. I've not called anyone, so I can't hold anyone accountable for not doing what I've asked them to do. So that's the same thing you should take note of. You must call out your audience. If I say now that somebody should take a attendance of every 1 year, and nobody does it, I can't hold anyone accountable. Why? Because I've not called out anyone. So that's the same thing. You must also call out your audience. And the reason why it is important is so that when they see it anywhere, they know you are speaking to them. Do you get me? Then what else? Why else is that important? Because, please hold on, I'm coming. Yes, so after you call out your audience, you must also depict what it is you want to talk about in your headline. So you either call out your audience or depict what it is you want to talk about. So if I put out something now and I say, Nigerians, pay attention to this, Nigerians living in the United Kingdom, that we have already called out my audience, right? But if I say pay attention to this, Nigerians, now I'm calling the entire Nigerians. That's not my target audience. That is wrong to do. But when I say pay attention to this, 3 things you must pay attention to as a Nigerian that wants to move to the United Kingdom. I've already changed the market. Now I'm calling out to Nigerians that want to move to the United Kingdom. So it's just as simple as that. So that's number 1 law. Number 2 law is that it should intrigue curiosity. It should make your prospect curious to click. If it doesn't make them curious, what's the point? Do you get me? Number 3 is it should obey the law of WeFMC. There's something you should know. Everybody you meet in life, they are tuned into one radio station, and that radio station is called WeFM, and it simply means what's in it for me. Do you understand? Especially people you want to sell to, right? People you want to give something to. The reason why you guys are here, you wouldn't have stayed. I think we started like around 11 now. Okay, 11:30. This is almost 1:30. That means you stay close to 2 hours. The reason you are staying here close to 2 hours is because I'm answering your words in it for me. If I'm not answering your words in it for me, you will not be here. You are learning. First of all, you are learning skill that might help you in your personal business. Number 2, you are learning a skill that when you get employed, would help you be an efficient staff or an exceptional staff. Do you get me? That is, so you are here because I answer your words in it for me. I'm also tuned into that same radio station that you are tuned into, the WeFM. Do you get? So your prospect is also tuned into that same radio station, that WeFM. What's in it for them? If you write your headline, what's in it for them in that content that should make them read? Do you get me? If you put out a video, what's in it for them in the video that should make them watch? You should also put this in mind if you create content for social media or for whatever it is you want to do. Do you understand me? What's in it for them? Some of you that have younger siblings, maybe when you were much younger, sometimes you may beg them, please let me wash plates. Maybe you don't want to wash plates, and they will not answer you. And you say, please, if you wash plates, I will help you buy so. You've already answered to their words in it for me. You've tuned into that same radio station that they are tuned into, and that way they'll be much more willing to do what it is you want them to do. Now, if you give them something else that they don't care about, they wouldn't send you, really. Do you get me? So that's just how it is. So you must obey the law of WeFM. Very, very important. So now I will show you some headlines. Take note of this when you want to write your. This is spoiling me. I'm sorry, I had a call. Okay. Can everyone see me, please?
Yes.
Awesome. So let's look at some samples, some headline samples. Then you let me know if it obeys the three law. There is something else you should know. When you are writing your headline, sometimes it will not obey the third law, and it will still, and your copy will still do very well. But I would advise, if you can make it obey the three laws, perfect. But if it cannot, as long as it obeys the two, your people will read your copy. Don't forget, your headline is the most important part of your copy. Do you get that? So let's start from the example for the copy sample I showed you. So look at this, guys. So does he obey the law, first law? That's the law of you should call out your audience or depict what it is you are talking about. Look at this headline. Does he obey that law? Does he call out your audience? Does he depict what it is you are talking about? Does it depict what you want to talk about rather? Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so does he obey the first law? Does he call out your audience? Does he depict what it is you are talking about?
Yes.
Okay, for those of you that said yes, how does he do that? Or where does he do that?
Okay. Ordinarily, if you are reading through something and then the first word that came is, it's because of stress from work, honey. You want to know what really happened that prompted this first statement.
Okay, but
Now
is that how
your
it calls out your
it has
audience?
spiked your curiosity. You are curious to know what really happened
No,
for
that's
this
the second
statement.
law. I want us to focus on the first law first.
Sir?
I said that's the second law. I want us to focus on the first law. That's the law of you should
Okay.
call out your audience or depict what it is you are trying to talk about. So look at this. Does this do that?
Not really, sir.
Okay, not really. Who else wants to try? Who else wants to try? Okay, no one. So let me show you how it does. See, it's not every time that it will be direct. Calling out your audience does not mean listen to this, people suffering with high blood pressure, or listen to this, or read this if you are suffering from high blood pressure. Sometimes it can just be subtle. Do you get? Me mentioning this is the way it calls out audience. Now, every man suffering from this will read it. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
They will read it. Why? Because especially those suffering from this. Why? Because they will not see that, this man said this was what affected the high blood pressure, was what affected his bedroom performance. So let me go and read it. It should not be that that's what's doing me too, that I've been using agbo concussion and everything. Do you get me? So that's the way it calls out your audience. I did it in a subtle manner. So let's go ahead. It should intrigue curiosity. Does it intrigue curiosity?
Yes, it does.
How does it intrigue curiosity?
Okay, like Charles Okobi shows how high blood pressure made him lose his erection. So people are curious to know more. How does this affect it? Some people may be having this high blood pressure, but they don't want it to lead to them losing this erection. So they will have to know, okay, let me be curious and know, is my own leading to this, or can I stop mine before it leads to this stage? So the curiosity is there for them to know, okay, how am I going? Yeah.
Thank you. That's a good one. Another way is that some are scared. They don't want to lose their marriage. Do you understand? They already suffer from this condition, but they don't know that, okay, maybe their wife is not being honest to them and telling them how bad things are, really. Do you get? That's another way it makes them curious. Let's look at another one. He should obey the law of words in it for me. Does this obey the law of words in it for me? Guys,
Yes, it does.
how does it do that?
Yeah, because from although subtly, not directly, because
Yeah.
now for him to come out to write the story that he almost lost, and almost lost means there's the redemption at the end of the whole story, but subtly, just silently.
Okay, all right. So and an almost, oh, sorry, I'm coming. This should have been lost. It's a grammatical error. So, an almost lost his marriage, which shows that that means there was a redemption for this man. I think it was Adigun Babatunde that answered, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So as Adigun Babatunde said, an almost closed, which shows that there was a redemption arc for this man in his story. And it will now make them see that it's possible that if I read this, that can also work for me. So that's the way it obeys the last law of words in it for me. So let's look at some other samples, although I may not be able to break them down for you because of time. We've already spent 2 hours. So I'll just show you some other copies. So you can screenshot them, then break them down yourself or amongst yourself. So let me show you some other samples. I think I have one copy for obesity like that. Obesity. So guys, look at this copy. This is another copy. I want you to screenshot and break down yourself. Because of time, I won't be able to. But I want you to break it down yourself, following the 3 laws of writing an headline. So the headline says, I'm coming on. This is still loading. The headline says, what did he say?
Go ahead.
You said something. Please go ahead and say what you wanted to say.
No, the one that true. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. So the hidden truth about Nigerian weight loss industry revealed how they've tried to render this potent weight loss method that has worked across several generations powerless so that they can keep profiting from your ignorance. This is another headline. Go ahead and break it down yourself. Let's see another one. I can't remember the title, the names of this document. That's the challenge. Which other one? Okay, I think I have one again. So look at this one again. It says, I wish I knew earlier. Hold on, please, I'm coming. Still loading up. So I wrote this for an arthritis product. This sales copy alone brought in over 300 others. And this pre-sale copy rather. Why is this not scrolling down? I'm coming. Okay, it's still loading. I want you to see the image before I review it. I'll review it with you rather. Okay, so let's look at this. I wish I knew earlier that balms, painkillers, and creams were only worsening my joint pain. 26-year-old widowed Nigerian mother who battled arthritis for years shares her story. So this is another one. You can break it down yourself, check if you obey the 3 laws. Please ensure you do all this, so it's not just so that you can understand better. I'm coming. Which other headline? I have some copies, but I can't remember their names. I'm coming now. I can't remember their name. Okay. Can't remember the names of the documents. Okay, so I'm coming. There are more documents than this now. Why is it being like this? Please hold on, guys. I want to show you more examples. This is a client that I work with. I don't want to open it because I don't want you to see. This is one of our lead magnets. Do you understand? This is a client I worked with, so I just want you to see the title. Can you see it? I don't want to open our work so you won't see our work, but I just want to see the title. 3 ways to spot a fake wig before buying. Do you get? Who can tell me why I put before buying? Before buying. Huh?
Okay, because your target audience are people who are looking to buy when you are trying to call them out.
Thank you. God bless you. Very simple. I want her to get people that are about to buy wig. Do you understand? I don't want her to get people that want to buy wig, but they don't have money. Do you understand? And I don't want her to get people that already have wig blogs. Do you get? And she will now be doing extra work to try to convince them to buy from her. That's why I said before buying. So that those people that are about to buy, do you understand? They would easily read that distance and then buy from her when they see her as the reputable vendor. Do you get? So you have to pay attention to these things. Okay, do you want to get people that are close to buying stage? You have to be careful with the words you use. Do you want to get people that are still unaware of the problem they're having? You have to know the words you use to call them out. Do you understand? That's very, very important. So let's continue. I'm coming. There was one lead magnet. Okay, so this is one this thing I created for another company I worked with. I just want you to see this again. I wrote a book for them. So as a lead magnet, if you don't know what a lead magnet is, when you want to fish, you use a bait, right? Their bait is to attract fishes. So the same thing in marketing, there's something we use lead, although in Janis you might not be using it, but for external things you might need to use that. So a lead magnet is something you give to what's it called? So you give to potential customers for free or at very, very cheap prices. Why? So that you can attract a lot of them. Do you get? Instead of just saying, come and buy my services, blah, blah, blah. Do you understand? That way people won't respond. But if you give them lead magnets, a lot more people will respond. Why? Because you are giving them something free that is valuable to them, something that some other people would even charge them for. So this is the title of the book, How to Close More Sales Without Replying to Customers. So their target audience were people that, okay, they build websites, right? They build websites and sales funnels for companies abroad. And a lot of their target audience, I was the one that created that target audience for them to were online vendors that don't have websites or that don't know anything about building funnels, that always have to reply Instagram DMs, Facebook DMs every time without automating their business. And they're already getting tired and frustrated because of that. So this is another one. You can also break this down using that. Let me look for another example for you guys. I'm coming on. Please, if you have questions, note them down now. So when it's time to ask, you won't have to start thinking. What else? There are still some other examples I can't find now. This is another one. This is for something that my brother and I ran for a while. were selling car vacuum cleaners. And if you look at this headline, I don't want to open it because I don't want to see the full details. But if you can see the headline here where it says, you throw away your car broom and brushes after using this car vacuum cleaner that completely gets rid of dirt in those unreachable corners of your car. So those of you that drive or you have parents that drive, you notice there are some corners of the car where dust to get into that your broom can never reach. So the vacuum cleaner was helping with that. So that was why we used this headline. Do you get? And it worked very well. It was a sales copy. It was converting so well that for every I'm coming now. Hold on. Let me try and remember. For every 25 persons that lands on this sales copy, we're making one sale. One sale for every 25 persons that lands here. And we're selling the products for, I think, about 30,000. So for every 25 person that landed here, we're making one sale. Do you get? So you can write a sales copy that convincing. Do you understand me? So let me see another one. Okay, yeah, this is another good one again. I want you to see. Maybe this will be the last one, and then so be taking screenshots so you break it down yourself, dissect them, see if it obeys the 3 laws. Have I taken attendance? Oh yes, I have. Okay, so this is another copy I wrote. So this copy I wrote it for a company that was selling all this anti-wrinkle cream. Do you get? So this is the headline. Discover the secret formula. I'm coming. Discover the secret formula that many Nollywood actresses and entertainers have been using to knock off 15 to 20 years from their age and maintain an ageless look. You too can use it to achieve a youthful look. This is the first article that tells you how. So this is the copy, blah 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 blah. So yeah, so that's it. So when you're writing your headline typically should be where you spend your most time. Although it is the shortest to write, it should be where you spend most of your time. Your body, if you spend 2 hours writing the body of your copy, or 3, 4, 5 hours, your headline, sometimes take a whole day, think about it. Although you don't have a whole day because you have to submit your assignment tomorrow. But take your time, think about it. Do you understand? Then come up with something good. You can also reference other good headlines you've seen. Do you understand me? And come up with something similar to it. Do you get me? So that is that on that. So with this, we've come to the end of our class, the copywriting class. So let me take questions, then I'll give you assignments for tomorrow. So questions.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Iroko. I love your copies and the way you. I think I have a sense of the way you write. You write it silently, subtly.
Yes.
Yeah. So and I love that you're not selling directly. So my question is, okay, let's say I'm working on the project. Okay, let's say diabetes or high blood pressure that I've never had any encounter. So at the moment I'm
what do you mean by
already
you've never had any encounter? I don't get.
Yeah, maybe I've not witnessed it, or I don't have it. I don't have the.
Okay. You don't have a first-hand knowledge of it.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So and then I'm trying to source for a whole lot of stories online, a whole lot. Then my issue now is, how do you combine, or is there a particular way you use? And then another question is, do you have any books you can suggest? Because me, I love reading, so I would like to have it firsthand. So maybe there are books that you can suggest for me to buy.
Okay, all right. The books you need me to suggest, are there books related to copywriting or books relating to diabetes?
Yeah, copywriting generally. Copywriting. Says copy.
Okay, I would recommend Copywriting Secrets. Let me search it. It's a very good book. It really helps me. The book has helped me make a whole lot of money. So, Copywriting Secrets. Honestly, if you read this book in and out several times, you will not need any other book on copywriting, to be honest. So this is Copywriting Secrets. You should be able to find the PDF online. If you can't find, I recommend you buy it. Can you see? It's even on Internet Archive. An Internet Archive will allow you to download for free. 2.5 on Konga. Even if you can't download it on free, pay money for it. Do you understand? Knowledge can never ever be a waste in this life. So another book I recommend again is Sell Like Crazy. Sell Like Crazy is more of internet marketing related, general internet marketing, but it will still help with your copywriting. Sell Like Crazy will help more if you have a business. It will also help you if you are working in someone else's business, like you'll be working for Janis. But copywriting is solely focused on copywriting. Sell Like Crazy is more of general this thing. So Sell Like Crazy is another one. Another book I recommend, that one is a bit more technical. I don't know whether to recommend it. Well, there's no harm in doing that. .com Secrets by Russell Brunson. Or they even already recommended it. .com Secrets. There are some old books too on copywriting, but the thing is, a lot of the information they are already outdated. They worked in the 80s. They will still help you. Do you get? That's why I don't want to recommend them. So .com Secrets is also another good book by Russell Brunson. Then Russell Brunson has about 3 books. He also has Expert Secrets. Expert Secrets is more of for somebody that wants to, if he wants to host seminars or webinars. Then Traffic Secrets is for businesses that are often generate leads. So Traffic Secrets is another good one. But these 3 that I showed you, if you read them in and out, treat them like you treat Bible. Take them as your copywriting Bible. You read them in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, and you practice the methods in them. It will not be hard to make 7 digits consistently, honestly. Is that simple? If you practice them, they are very straightforward. Yeah, so does that answer your question, Adigun?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Any other question? Any other question before we end the class? Okay, Oluwa, please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Yeah, I wanted to confirm. I really didn't know where you took attendance. So.
That's the point now. That's the point. You're not supposed to know. You're supposed to know. Or was your network tripping? Don't worry, I'll take it again. I'll take it again. Hold on.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Please hold on, I'm coming.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please hold on, I'm coming. I've taken attendance again. So I have 24 people here, minus my 2 devices. That's 22 people. There are 33 people on the group. And we'll grade you based on that. So very important. Someone wanted to ask a question.
Yes, it's not a question. It's just that I just want to inform you that I've been trying to join the group since morning, but I've been having a lot of issue with my network in this place. I've used different
Who is writing
network.
something on my screen? Who is writing something on my screen? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello, sir.
So what I'm saying is that I've been trying to log in, so the network is just throwing me out here and there.
You've been
I say
trying
let me
to
just
join the meeting or to join the WhatsApp group.
To join the meeting. I've been trying that since.
You are here now. Okay. All right.
I just got the Wi-Fi now, so I have to run to another place to get connected. I just want to
Okay.
know
What do you need me to do for you?
if you have a recorded video for all the things that we have
Yeah,
done
we are
since.
recording. We are recording. It's ready by evening. I'll provide it. That's no problem. Because
Okay,
it takes
thank
a
you,
while
sir.
to export. But then the thing is, sometimes there might be situations when it will just strip off when converted. Zoom does that and it will not totally record. But hopefully that's not the case, so you can get it.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
All right. Who else wants to ask? Olufisayo, do you still
Yeah,
have
that
a
was
question?
what I wanted to say. I wanted to ask about the recording.
Please, one at a time. If you want to raise your hand, if you want to ask a question, raise your hand. I'll call you. Okay, Olufisayo rather.
Yeah, I wanted to say that you mentioned you gave us assignment and I couldn't get all the screenshot too.
No, I've not given you the assignment yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying we should take screenshot of something.
No, I said you take screenshot of some of the slides so you can note it down because I will take it away.
Okay. I thought that was like an assignment. Okay, that's fine.
No, that's not the assignment. You can drop your hand now. If you don't have any other question, I can move. Okay, Babatunde Adigun, do you still have another question?
Yes. So I so much love your copies. I don't know. I want to request for someone like me. I would love to read digest your stories. I don't know whether you can drop some of them, especially that sex angle of the high blood pressure. The way you wrote it and it was not safe at all. If you can just give us access to your documents so that we can just look at the story.
Okay. You know what? DM me. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You can drop your hand now.
Thank you, sir, because I'm still going to DM you, please.
Okay, Innocent Okechukwu, you have a question, so go ahead and ask. Your mic is open, but I can't hear you.
Disconnected. Though I think about disconnect network. So I don't know if you took attendance at any point. And I don't
Yes,
know
I
if
took
you.
attendance 2 times. I will take you one more time before we end the meeting. But
Okay.
let me let you guys know something. See,
Okay.
I understand you might have bad network, but in a case when we take attendance and your network is bad, there's nothing that can be done at that point in time, honestly. There's nothing that can be done. It's not a physical class. If I take attendance 3 different times and I don't see you, I will mark you as absent. Do you understand? Not because I'm being mean or anything, far from it. It's because I don't see you on my screen. So even if you have bad network, if you know there is a spot in your house that network is good, go there. Do you get it? That is outside my control. That is outside everyone else's control. That is only within your control. Do you understand? The company you are working with is heavily reliant on you being online. Do you understand? So you cannot be talking about bad network every time. Do you get? It might
Yeah,
happen
it's
to you, but find a good spot. If it's that there's one spot in your house where network is good, go and stay there so you can be stable on this meeting. Or Glow is everybody knows maybe MTN is bad at your place, or Glow is bad, or this one is bad. Look for that SIM that is good and use that.
okay. So is it that you called names? Because I think I was online for
No, I didn't call
almost
names. I took
80% of
screenshots.
the time.
I took
Okay.
screenshots. Yeah.
Okay.
Please, those of you that don't have your real name, go and change it. Okay, everyone even has Splendor Moses. I think that's your real name, right? Splendor Moses.
Yes,
Is
that
he
was
here?
my real name.
That's
That
your
was
real
my
name. Good. Then Toby with double I. Put your full name, please. If you know your name is not very unique, if you have a common name like Daniel, you can't just leave Daniel there. There might be 10 other Daniels. If you have a common name like David, Moses, Musa, Adam, all those names are common. Make sure you have your surname. Do you get? This is a meeting. Some things we should not be discussing it again. Please. If you are working with a foreign company, they will not be telling you all these things. Please. Let's act properly. Put the right name you are supposed to put. Thank you. Todo Bitros.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. I really, really enjoy this copy. It's very relatable. So, sir, my question is, this assignment you're giving us, can we explore and go more? Because there are some copies like I usually do that. I use reviews, customer reviews, which is very, very good too to some extent. Because Nigeria, we love seeing somebody has used a specific product. So when you give us the assignment, can we explore, or we should just stick to what you have for us?
Okay, thank you. That's a very good question. You can explore as much as possible. Do you understand? In fact, I'll even grade you higher if you explore. That's the truth. Because I don't just want to be marking and then see that it's the same thing I taught you that you just put back. It shows you didn't put any extra thought into it. So you can explore as much as possible. Do you get me? I'll mark you higher for that.
And thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Betsy Okomina.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I really enjoyed the class. I want to ask, when you advert those this thing you're teaching us about the headlines that must contain the three laws, are those things that must be in your advert page?
What do you mean by advert page? Do you mean the landing page?
No, not the landing page, like the topic that somebody, when they read it, they don't have choice that to click and land in your landing page.
I'm still a bit confused. Okay, can you show me what you mean? If you have an example and you don't mind sharing your screen. No, you can't share your screen
I
because
don't
I'm
have an
sharing mine.
example. Let me give example now. I want to. Are you listening?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I want to advertise Ivata. So I need them to click.
Yes.
To land on the landing page. So these headlines, is it what must be in the front page of the advert?
Okay, I think I get you now. So you mean your post, you're advertising an inverter, you have like a flyer designed, right? Or an image.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what you should just take note of is that whatever they will see first, do you understand? Let me quickly open what social media can I open quickly? Let me see I'm logged into my Facebook. Let me see. Facebook.com. Let me see if I'm logged into my Facebook here. No, I'm not. This is someone else's that used to run adverts, but let's see if it will log me in. If it does not, I just I'll. Okay, good, it has opened. So let me show you what I mean. Pause all these ones. Please hold on, I'm coming.
Okay. Cheap headlines.
That's an old account. Let me log in one account that is active at the moment. Okay. Yeah, this account is active. I plan to end the class 1:30, but I want you guys to understand you. I'm coming. So, okay, let's scroll down a bit and see one ad. This one's a normal post. Let's see an ad. Let's not use this one. This is from Facebook directly. Let's use our Nigerian people. Hold on, it's still loading. Yeah, so this is one of our products. Now someone is running. Can you see this? This is Bonia Camboskio, the one for joint pain. This is one of our products. It's one of the media buyers that will be running it. Please hold on, I'm coming. Why is it now hard to see sponsored posts when we need it? When you don't need it, you'll be seeing it fast. I want to use a Nigerian one. And all these Oyinbo people, there's the way they always do their own that you might not get on time. Yeah, this is Oyinbo too. Oh God. Just hold on, I'm sure we'll soon find. Let's see if this is Nigerian. No. Okay, let's just use this. Since we've not seen a Nigerian one. Wait, we should find. If you don't mind waiting, I don't mind waiting. So let's check. Yes, good. I saw one now. I saw one now. Yes. So this flyer now, the first thing people will see when they are scrolling, you have to consider what are people seeing first. Majority of people will scroll on their phone. The first thing they will see is the image. Do you understand? So you have to, in this case, it will not be. This is also very important. This they call it Facebook ad primary text. But so you would understand, let's just call it the written text at the top. This written text is also very important. But what they will see first is your image. or if you're using a video, your video, or like the thumbnail of your video. So what she has here is getting your degree from an accredited American university, absolutely free. This is very catchy, especially for somebody that is looking to earn a degree from America for free. Do you understand? Now she has done a very good job. So typically, when people see a post like this, it will be on their phone. It's because I can't share my phone screen. I would have shown you. They will now go when people see this. If it's a video, they will click and watch the video. But since it's not the video, the average user will go back and read the text you have written here, this text, from here to wherever it ends. So they will read it. So I always say it's breaking, free degree alerts, limited slots available. This one is not even catchy enough to me. Do you understand? The reason why is because she's already trying to sell directly from her ad. There's this details from the book Sell Like Crazy that I recommended that Sabisubi was saying. It was saying you asking your prospects to buy directly from your ad is like asking a lady to marry you on the first meeting. Do you understand? It really works. It will work sometimes, but it really works. You don't want to do that. Do you understand? You want to market in a subtle way. Don't let them know that you're trying to sell to them. If it was me that ran this ad, I love everything she did here. This is good. What I would say is that I will tell them, click the link to watch the free video that shows you how to do this. Finish. Very simple. Do you understand? A lot of people that want to do that, they'll go and watch the video. It's in that video that will sell whatever it is I want to sell or offer whatever it is I want to offer. Do you understand me? So back to your question. In this case, what people will see first is the image. That means the most important part of your copy at this part is the text written on your image. Do you get me? So
Yes.
that's that. So it is whatever people see first that is the most important. Do you understand me?
Yes.
If it's TikTok, I don't use TikTok, but I think TikTok allows people log in if you don't use this thing. If you don't even if you don't log in, they allow you open their accounts, their social media. Let me see quickly. Let's say TikTok. Let me open YouTube too, so you understand what I mean. So this is YouTube. For YouTube, the most important part of the copy will be the thumbnail, the message you have on the thumbnail. Do you understand? The thumbnail and the message. Let's YouTube finish loading. I'm coming. Okay, let's go to TikTok if this is still loading. And can this video play? So if it was an ad, right, on TikTok, this is a normal video. It's still loading, please hold on. Let's look for another one. So let's imagine this is an ad. On TikTok, what do people see first? They see your video, your video starts playing immediately, right? So it means like the most important part is like the first 3 to 5 seconds, because that is what people will see. So immediately you have to make sure you tell them something that answers their words in it for me. Do you understand? You have to make sure you tell them something that lets them know that, oh, this is what you are getting. Do you understand? So immediately they open the video. For example, if you are selling weight loss, you can say something like, within the next, give me a minute and I'm going to show you something that helped me lose 15 kg in the last 6 months or in the last 2 months. I think losing 15 kg in the last 2 months, I don't think it's that outrageous. Do you get? So you can start your video like this. Within the next 15 seconds, I'm going to show you something that helped me lose 50 or help my clients or help maybe help my clients. Within the next 1 minute, I'm going to reveal to you something, a method, a system that helped me lose 15 kg in the last 2 months. And the best part about this method is that you don't need to step a foot in the gym. That way, you've already hooked them. It is that simple. Do you understand? You've already told them sharp before they scroll and they see Tauma that will catch their attention, or they see Oga Sabinus, or they see Brain Jota. Do you understand me? If you don't hold their attention within that first 3 seconds, first 5 seconds, you've already lost them. Do you get me? So that is that for TikTok, because TikTok videos play automatically. Now YouTube is a bit more different. Let's go back to YouTube. I don't know why this thing is taking ages to load. YouTube is a bit more different. Videos don't play automatically, except you are watching shorts, and shorts is a bit more similar to this thing, to TikTok. It's the same principles that apply. I watch a lot of football, so most of my timeline will be football. I want to see something that you might be able to relate with a bit more. This is my church program. I might not be able to relate to this well. Let me look for something. It should not be hard to find something. So my content are football, internet marketing. I'm coming now. All those. I'm looking for someone that has a catchy. Okay, well, since we can't find no wala, so okay, wait, let me look for something a bit more. Okay, so look at this 8 traps that rich people avoid, but middle class does not. So now let's focus on you on what's it called, on YouTube. The first thing people will see, forget that this video is playing automatically for YouTube. Most people don't have their YouTube on setting on playing automatically. So when people are scrolling on their phone, imagine if it is phone, the first thing they will see is thumbnail. So you have to make sure that your thumbnail is catchy, the design is catchy. You put a text that also holds their attention, and when it holds their attention, you have to now make sure that the complementary message you have here, this one, 8 traps, blah blah blah, has to make them curious enough to watch your video. So that is it. So the headline is what you have to now put it in the context of whatever it is people are seeing. If you own a newspaper company, you have to make sure that the title, the first page has something catchy that holds people's attention. Do you understand? On YouTube, your headline in this situation is your thumbnail. On TikTok, your headline in that situation is the first 3 to 5 seconds of your video. On YouTube Short, your headline is the first 3 to 5 seconds of your video too. Do you get? So that if you write a book, your headline is your title page. So it is that simple. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Any more? Okay, please, Sincere Young. I think we'll take that as the last question and then end the class. I'll give you your list and end the class. Don't leave here I'm going to take one more attendance before I end the class. Please, Sincere Young, you're raising your hand.
Yes, what I was trying to thank you very much. You kind of really broke everything down to even the lamest man or someone that's online will understand. Someone that's not even tech savvy will understand completely. Thank you very much for a detailed
You're
class.
welcome.
So what I wanted to say is the assignment or the work that we have to do. Can you maybe put it in a writing form and send it to the group so we specifically we can get back to read and understand and know what we are working with, and also taking and stuff like that.
I didn't get the other one. Your line broke.
Okay, I said, can you send our take-home assessment or our assignments
I'll
that we're
send it to the
supposed to
group.
do?
Yes, I will. The second part of your question, I didn't get it.
Was when is it submission? Can we submit anytime we are done, or there's a deadline, or submission starts
I'll
also
give
time?
you a deadline. You have a class tomorrow, most likely to start 10. So I would want you to submit before then. I want you to submit before then. I don't want you to carry the assignment over because the tutor tomorrow will also give you an assignment. So I don't want your work to be bulky. And it's just one assignment. I'll send it to the group. Don't worry about that. That's why I've not even said it here. So you guys won't be stressing about writing it down.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. That's all I just
You're
wanted to
welcome.
say.
You can drop your hand now.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other question before we end the class? Okay, so hey, Barakat, your mic has been open since the beginning of the class, but I've not heard anything from your end. Hope you are here. Barakat. Anyways, let me take attendance one more time. Okay, guys, so I've taken attendance. You can exit the meeting. Have a nice day. So this is the end of my class with you. By tomorrow, another tutor will take you. And please ensure you always take notes during these classes. The information you are learning here, like are information that some of us tutors, like privately, we charge for highly, very highly for. So don't take them for granted. Take note of them, study them well, so that when you are onboarded, if you are onboarded, let me say that it would help you a lot. Okay, have a nice day, guys.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So is this the end of the copywriting class?
Hello, sir.
Yes, this is the end of copywriting class.
Hey, I wanted more. No, Allah.
No, it's because of time. I have just one day for you. You have to do extra, go over what you've been taught.
Sir, you mentioned that there are other forms like the one that
It's
is
one
not
at a time.
testimonial.
One at a time, please.
Okay, it's precise and concise. With this, I think somebody can have a very, even if you don't have knowledge with it, with this, you can just build more. You know, this knowledge is about building your personal self. That's just it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, sir. I was saying, you mentioned that there's another form of copywriting that is not testimonial. I don't know if you can share that with us so that we can
Okay,
just
let
go
me put it for you. Let me open the slide for you, so at least you can screenshot it. I'm coming. Even not for time, I would have covered a whole lot more. It was today that I was told that we have to cut the class to 1 hour so you guys can be onboarded faster. But don't worry, the information you get, this is how to write a non-testimonial resale copy. So the other one is a testimonial resale copy. These are the details. If you follow the format I taught you for that first one, you'll be able to write a very good copy for this too, for non-testimonial. So you just screenshot this so I can take it down.
Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. I don't know if you have a sample, like one you've done that we can also go to.
A sample?
Yes, like something you've written already that we can use this.
For this other one?
Yes.
You know what? Okay. Yeah, DM me. Since this is outside what I thought, DM me. What's your name?
Michelle.
Michelle. Just DM me that this is Michelle, then remind me what you came for.
All right, thank you very much.
Emmanuel
Please,
Bright.
I don't know, Michelle. Me too, I'm interested.
Hey, DM me. Just DM me for what you want. No problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Hello. I just log in back. I don't know if my name is included in the attendance this thing slip.
I have taken 3 attendance, so your name should fall in at least one. Don't worry yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Then make sure, well, let's see if recording will be ready, Sha. But even if it is ready, make sure you go through it because you would have missed a lot already.
Okay, thank you. So can I DM you too?
What do you want to DM me for?
For the example that we wanted to give to this guy, the last guy that asked you question now.
And no problem. But you have to make sure that before you DM me, like you already got what was taught in class. If you miss it because of network, you won't be able to relate well.
Okay. Okay, so I'll be waiting for you to drop it on the group chat.
No, that's the recording on the group chat. I'm not promising copies on the group chat, but I'll drop the meeting link if it exports well on the group chat.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other question before we end the class?
Would you be dropping the question on the group?
Yes, I would. The assignment question, I would.
Thank you.
Any other one? Okay, so in the absence of any, we've come to the end of our class for today. You can exit the meeting. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.